What is up?
Happy as I got snacks on snacks.
All right, let me. You got what?
Snacks on
Hey,
snacks.
what's up, Josh Man Forever? It has been a minute.
Yo, where's Josh Man been?
He don't care about us no more. Don't love us no more.
It's because we talked about the Chargers?
Hey, we got a sports show coming up.
We'll see you Thursday, hopefully.
There you go.
Coming back just for you.
I'm very nervous.
We're not going to the Chargers pick. They're like 20 something.
Yeah, no, we ain't going that far. Top 5.
We can do the Raiders.
We can do top 7. There you go.
So everybody listening right now, Tommy's never had authentic pork cracklings
I'm not.
from Louisiana. Also, they sell what they call chicken cracklings, what are just chicken skins
That's the
fried.
best part of the chicken.
That's the part that I peel off of that I was criticized for, and they sell it by the pound. So fuck all of you who doubted my ability to create fine cuisine by peeling the chicken skins off of fried chicken and or nuggets. It's the same shit.
It's not the same thing.
Point is, Tommy,
take this,
please, live reaction is shot to the. That's a chicken crackling.
Chargers and Clippers taking it all.
Come on.
He's very excited.
That's a chicken crackling he just had.
How much are these?
$20 a pound. $23 a pound.
I'll
But if you think of a pound is pretty heavy.
No, a pound is just like
It's
that.
not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Tommy,
Okay, gotcha.
I want you to eat that. No, this bite right there. Show the people the bite.
Is this a crackling?
Yes, that's a pork crackling. That is fried chicharron on the end, meat in the bottom, and then delicious dissolving fat in the middle.
There's a lot happening here.
Tommy,
Is it like a bougie pork rind?
Pretty much.
Oh, man,
You
you
eat
can't.
this?
I do not.
Okay.
I
This
cannot.
man can't say things about bougie food.
But no, I meant it in like a good way.
Okay.
You make creme brulee for breakfast.
Tommy.
I do
mind.
not.
He went for it.
There's a chicken peeling
There
career
it is.
waiting for Sam in New Orleans.
There it is. There it is.
How was our face when we took the breakfast shot?
Look at that.
Now, it was
Look at his
good.
face. Look at his face. Look at his face.
How much can I buy these
can't,
off
you
of?
can't.
Can I borrow them?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Borrow them. Tommy.
Can I bring them back?
That was like a $5 there.
Rakeen,
It's worth it.
Rakeen,
No,
honestly,
listen, like, give me
honestly, what changed my mind was just,
take this shit away.
honestly, all the shenanigans from Tommy's team.
What?
Tommy, scoot over that one.
Rakeen is asking why we changed our mind to just cover the because we're not doing the whole draft. That was what was exhausting. Is we waited
A
for the
lot.
Cowboys to pick like 15, and it was like 2.5 hours into the show.
Well, no, I don't.
Yeah,
think,
we learned our lesson last.
No, I think it wasn't that bad for the first few picks, but it was bad at the moment it got out of the first round.
Yeah,
I remember it. Like,
no. It was we did. There's only one round on Thursday.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Did it really take that long?
It took
Takes
that
a
long.
time.
Okay, well,
'cause
who's top?
Roger
Who's
Goodell's
top
a
10?
hoe.
Who's top 10?
We're not even. I think we're gonna stop at top 7. But
We'll
really,
stop, we'll stop at 7.
well, the thing that made it so funny is that no one knows what quarterback is going first, and then
It's anarchy.
He
Thanks
gave
to the
you,
Texans.
He gave you cracklings. No, try some of them.
Oh, there you go.
No, not that one. I said try some of them.
Oh, okay.
we're just
doing
poisoning
that.
Tommy here today. Try some
Spoiling
Arizona
him.
sweet tea too.
Is it still 99 cents?
Tommy's a Make-A-Wish kid now.
No,
Oh, no, that's bullshit if it's not. I don't want it if it's not 99 cents.
Show the bag.
Bro,
Yeah, I told you. It's literally what you
Immediately.
want. Yeah, I said it's literally what you want in a bag.
immediately it hits you. Are they still selling these?
Yes.
I'm buying 4.
I was like, I made sure.
You need to stock up, dude. They're limited time.
I know. What the fuck?
Is that a chip flavored chip? Yes.
Let me tell you something. The combination of all this shit is delicious.
He's like, I have some pork.
Yeah,
on the-
dude. It's all fried shit.
Goddamn right I am.
When's the last time you ate something fried that was bad?
Yesterday.
What you get?
Tiny tacos.
Tiny tacos from Jack in the Box.
They're not bad. They're
They're
delicious.
excellent.
Then what did you say they were bad?
They're bad. I mean,
Motherfucker right here
you
knows
feel-
what's up. That was a great combo. That was excellent.
I'll never lead you astray.
Oh, I trust you.
Glaze or slept on. I don't know about that.
Ketchup chips are an acquired taste. If you've never had them, they are acquired.
I'll put my Bloody Mary in them, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
It's like
It's just tomato.
it's not bad.
It ain't terrible.
It's
You can
not.
do better. It's my thing.
Like if we're because I had them first when I went to Zimbabwe growing up. Like that was the
Are they?
first time.
They're popular internationally, right?
They're popular everywhere else but here.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Everywhere else has better chip flavors than America. It's actually pretty crazy.
I hear the shrimp
100%.
flavor is excellent. Yeah.
Like pretty much, but in Zim because they have sour cream, onion, and cheddar. Like they have like the whole.
We got that now.
Like no, we don't.
Sour cream, onion, and cheddar.
And cheddar? No, not with the and
We
cheddar.
do.
No, we don't.
I feel like we do.
Maggie's just making happy noises over there because Tucker Carlson got fired. So
That's great news for everyone.
I'm pretty sure this mic picked up her weird gasp.
it doesn't matter. These mics can pick them up. She's gasping so loud.
Directly.
Barbecue chips are pretty good. Not bad. Like I like they were my go-to.
It used to be my go-to. We've evolved since then, though. I feel.
Yeah, now I have Funyuns on my.
I'm all about the Zap. One of my favorites is the Zaps. Like Voodoo Heat is the best. I can't find them anywhere.
Dude,
in Austin, which is tragic.
Raining Raven is so right. Mexican rancheritos are way better than it's like Mexican Coke versus American Coke. And then Shadow Shogun is sad that Don Lemon got fired. I don't watch CNN. That's the only one I avoid.
Hey, Tom, what about Evil Eye or Voodoo Heat pretzels?
Voodoo Heat pretzels.
Try some.
We're just trying
I'm gonna be that old man and say salt and vinegar slaps. I'm with you, Rico Hero. That's my favorite chip.
Salt and vinegar is whack, but the only reason why I don't like salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar, it tastes like salt and vinegar, which is
I like salt and vinegar. I like salty shit.
It's like you're double salting.
Well, it's no different than salt and pepper.
No, salt and pepper is a lot different. Pepper adds depth. Vinegar adds.
Maggie, get him a punishment beer for those comments.
I gave up alcohol forever. No, I'm kidding.
They're in the fridge, but we're not doing
there
that.
You go.
But no, I mean,
whatever you want.
I like so it's not. But I like
this is chaos. We're literally in a party environment right now.
I was like, I like vinegar on my on my fish and chips,
which is strange because no one's drinking. But whatever.
Hey, those are Tommy's. Back up.
I'm feeding him good things.
This man gave me that. He can have some.
Then a weird James Corden show got canceled. I don't know. Is that the fat guy that sings?
Late night. Yeah, no one likes.
That's the one that does the singing in the car shit.
That's it. He still does that, I think.
Jalapeno dirty potato chips. Actually, so my new favorite flavor of kettle chips is jalapeno chips. So like it's
Really?
been,
I like jalapeno.
Yeah, jalapeno.
Did you just now discover jalapeno?
Yeah, jalapeno's been a much more recent development, and I love me some jalapeno flavors.
Which brand? Because they all make them different.
Cape Cod. Cape Cod's
Cod's good.
sweet and spicy.
The ones at Subway, Mrs. Something.
Miss Vicky's.
Yes.
They're really good.
Those are the best ones, I think. And kettle cooked Lay's if you got no options.
Crab chips are delicious.
Crab chips?
Yeah, dude. That was when TJ was talking about better flavors outside. In Thailand, I had shrimp chips.
The hell is that?
They were flavored like shrimp.
Okay.
I had some.
They were good?
Yes.
Japan has like the best pizza chip.
Pizza?
Yeah, and like it's.
Well, they used to have pizza Pringles back in the day.
It's like so. Imagine like if that shit was elevated times like 50. Like I'm talking.
Flavor.
Oh, I'm talking.
The crowd turned against me for liking sea salt and vinegar. Brought up shrimp chips. They're back on my side.
There you go. Sea salt and vinegar aren't my favorite, but like, if I'm running out of options,
No, it feels
better
like
than plain.
Well, anything's better than plain.
True.
Like if you like classic chips, you suck. That yellow
Yeah,
bag
you're
of
not a-
Lay's,
you're
it's
not a
not.
The yellow bag of Lay's, the one that just tastes like air.
Yeah, no,
and
like
sadness.
who
Yeah.
would actively want to eat that and spend your as an adult spend your calories on that?
I'm not gonna
I have
do
to
that.
put those words there.
I'm not gonna
Use
spend
it
my
on
calories.
better and worse shit for you.
Goddamn right.
Use it on sour cream and onions. Sour cream and onions right
Or
there.
Funyun flavor.
I do still like hot Cheetos. I think what's with hot Cheetos is nothing tastes like a hot Cheeto. Like it's like
Well, they did Flamin' Hot everything.
like they did Flamin' Hot everything,
Mm-hmm.
but like still like a hot Cheeto is the perfect carrying mechanism
Quick
for
question.
flavoring hot.
Did anyone try like the Cool Ranch Flamin' Hot?
I
No.
do not. I heard those were fantastic.
Really? That's a lot of happening right
I
there.
feel like JJ
That's
might
too
have.
much.
We will wait in an hour to see if JJ
JJ would
the
do
battle.
it. Yeah. JJ wouldn't pass up that opportunity.
Have you ever had a Takis? Of course, man. Takis
mean,
are
come on.
everywhere. We're in South Texas, yeah.
Bro, time out. Texas had Takis before Takis were cool. Shut up. They threw it at you, be like, "Hey, Takis."
When
Yeah.
me and Sam went to San Antonio for the taco festival, they were putting Takis on top of their tacos.
Oh, don't do that to me.
They're calling it the sucia taco.
Now, if I'm being real, I think Takis are like a little overrated. I don't think they're the greatest thing since sliced bread.
They are a little hard.
Like, I mean, you breaking your
that
breaking your
shit is a
teeth
little
eating them.
much. Yeah.
fucking dental plan to eat them.
But like, it's a burrito place. I think it's in Houston that puts Flamin' Hots in their burritos, and it is amazing.
There's probably definitely one in San Antonio, but
It
Houston,
is San Antonio. It's San Antonio, yeah.
I was gonna say Houston is also like a culinary capital that I just
It's
need to
really
spend more
good.
time there.
No, you don't.
I'm not scared of the traffic, Tommy. I'll be fine.
It just sucks and it smells bad, but I love it.
It does smell bad.
I love it, but it's
Someone
a
had to go
place
to-
in my heart. But it's not a great city.
Someone had to go to the hospital for eating a whole bag of Takis. I wouldn't be surprised.
It has great food. That's all. I
Eating
can say
shards
about
of glass,
Houston.
shards of brick and glass.
And I do like the people
it's
though.
tough.
It's a whole city full of you, just people that hate everything.
Yes, absolutely. We hate more than we love.
The what?
Yeah, I know.
no,
I mean,
There's a lot
there
of
is
black
actually a
people.
lot of black people.
It is the Atlanta of Texas.
I'm trying to think of like other chip flavors. I guess I'm not. So if you look at my first of all, I have a fuck ton of chips. Like I just
You're
like
kinda sore.
I like to taste them, and then I keep them for all of my lovely cheat meals. So
Taki just tastes like what Adobe looks like.
Kinda. That's kind of accurate.
no, so I have like a bunch of different flavors, and I like to try international ways as well.
Of course you
But like what I keep is like a staple in my crib, in terms of like the everyday, the go-to flavors. Definitely them sweet and spicy, jalapeno chips. I'm a spicy nacho Dorito type of person.
Oh no, that's my favorite.
Yeah, spicy nacho. Just
That's my-
I feel like universally
That
just
or sweet and
But I'm a
spicy.
little lost because I'm not a chip guy. So when I go to like HEB now, they have 6 like dangerously spicy or nacho spicy. Like,
no, just basic
the red bag.
The red bag, not the ugly ass nacho cheese Doritos suck. They've always sucked.
They ain't great.
They're
they're basic as hell, yeah.
Because spicy nacho does everything nacho cheese wants to.
Plus,
What color is the bag? Is it the black bag?
It's
no,
that's
it's like
spicy?
dark red.
No, it's like burgundy.
dark
Oh, okay. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Like so, it's like the bright red is nacho cheese. Nacho
Yeah.
cheese is what they used to pair with Cool Ranch,
Right.
And that was just not an even kind of like comparison.
No.
Cool Ranch smashed nacho cheese,
Yeah.
but then when spicy nacho came around, now you got a real like dynamic duo there. Got
I'm
Cool Ranch, spicy nacho.
I'm still pissed off at Taco Bell that they haven't done a Doritos Loco spicy nacho.
They ain't ready for that. They
ain't-
said our sales can't handle this.
My ass would be in that drive-through literally every day.
Ooh,
And then
wait.
if they match it with some nacho fries, get the fuck out of here. I will die.
Your heart will explode.
It would absolutely explode happily.
No, look. So check it. Someone brought up munchies, bro. I haven't had a bag of munchies.
Oh, that's my
in
mom.
forever.
Yeah, munchies are the shit.
Well, it's because like you'd reach your bag in, and they just. And what I liked about
Those are
munchies
almost
was
like truck stop exclusives. You got to be at a truck stop to
You
get
do.
those.
You have to really look for some munchies because you can overlook them real quick.
you gotta like you gotta, how do I put it? Every time on the munchies, like you gotta get a handful of everything.
Ding.
You gotta get a little bit of everything because that's how you get the most flavor.
I mean, they're pretty much air anyways.
Tastes real good though.
They're great. And Pringles, I don't know who brought up Pringles on here. Yes, the Pringles.
So okay, Pringles. It depends. Okay, so I'll even
Cheese
say this.
Pringles, yes.
I'll even say I like original Pringles over
Get
Lay's.
what?
No, I said over Lay's.
Okay,
classic. Like
gotcha.
I would rather have one of the OG red thing of Pringles than I would over that yellow bag.
Yeah,
Now I'm
I'll
picking
give you
between two bricks of bullshit.
Right. Both suck.
But sour cream and onion Pringles, cheddar Pringles are pretty good.
Pringles are
I didn't
okay.
like the
Kid, I thought-
barbecue was weird.
I
But
can't do barbecue.
As a kid, I thought Pringles was for rich people.
Did
I never
Did you
saw
stacks? Were you a stacks guy?
No, we just didn't get
No chips.
No, if the chips came in that fancy tube, we just weren't allowed to eat
To
it.
be fair, back in our day, they did sell like the little bags of chips for like 25 cents.
Yes,
And that was what I lived off of.
I'm trying to think of like other.
I didn't-
Pizza Pringles were the shit, and they took that shit away.
I didn't get-
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
man, I need next time I do a big because I have a big box that I like to try. But like I said, I like to try a bunch of chips. I don't eat the whole bags every time. Sometimes I have a couple, and
Yeah.
then I'll figure something out to do with them. But man, when I said like sour cream and onion tastes better from India, fun fact. Best
What?
best variation of sour cream and onion I've had.
Does it taste like ours? Just
Oh, just better. Like it tastes like ours, just better.
okay. 'Cause that was my go-to with sour cream.
There's a divide happening in the chat where they're trying.
Lay's, Lay's.
There are people that understand that Pringles were expensive and people that don't.
Yeah, they were though.
I mean, back then,
When you're poor,
yeah, when you're poor,
Yeah.
I remember like this is my old man story, but like for $1, it's like chips and a Coke, and you cannot get Pringles for $1.
nah.
No.
Well, it was because I think it wasn't that the chips were expensive. They are not. It's the can. Because
Really? That's where the value is?
I think so. Because remember, you could put that thing back over. Them hoes would be fresh for a while.
That is true.
So like you ain't getting
Even though
no
the chip
soggy.
itself was cheaper than your average potato chip.
The protection around it. They cared about the value of eating it longevity.
Because it's potato pulp is what it is. It's what picnic. You remember the picnic sticks?
Yeah.
It's what that is, just in a chip form.
But I mean, they're pretty good.
They're delicious. And you know what? Fun cooking tips. You'll like this. Make chicken with them.
Of
Use them in
course.
your chicken bread.
that's how-
It's amazing. I'm serious. It's delicious.
I don't bread my chicken. That's the only thing.
Oh, yeah, you're fit and shit. Like, get some fried food. Get some real greasy
Yeah,
shit. Give them that bag of grease that you had earlier. You want some of this?
I'm good for right now. I just worked out.
Fine. I'll try one.
Your life will be changed. He got the best piece, and that's okay.
Are you gonna log that in?
Really?
I'm not. Just gonna take this L. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't take long.
Look at these guys.
Doesn't take long. Yeah, you ain't better than crackling.
No, it's not about
It's
being better.
delicious. It's from Louisiana.
I don't like pork rinds that much. This gives
That's
me the-
not even really a
Yeah.
pork rind.
This
That's
gives me
something
the
else.
meaty-
Yeah.
Oh.
It's succulent.
good.
That shit is succulent. Like, that's not.
Smile, motherfucker.
He's happy.
I'm trying to chew this.
Yeah, you're gonna make this at home, aren't you?
Damn, that's just good.
Yeah, you're gonna find the recipe for this.
I don't think you can.
It takes 8 hours.
That's why he doesn't. Come on, this motherfucker doesn't care. He makes creme brulee for snacks, for midnight snacks.
I don't. Nigga makes creme brulee a couple times. It's just pinned his. Oh, actually, more than once. Makes it a habit. Yeah, so I guess. But no,
When's the last time
salmon
you made
and capers for like.
last time
salmon and capers?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I
that's a
do
thing.
not. No,
You don't do the bagel salmon and capers?
bagel and what is it?
Bagel,
Lox bagel?
There,
No,
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I can't do it.
Really?
Not my thing.
Okay.
It's 'cause
Caviar.
one of the biggest. No, I think caviar.
Okay.
I think caviar is overrated as fuck.
Caviar is super overrated.
It's disgusting.
It's like cool.
It just doesn't taste that good.
No.
No, it's like it has certain applications. Like there was one sandwich. I know there's a sandwich going on TikTok where it's like an $80 fish sandwich with like caviar, like estimate. I'm like that makes sense. But when you put caviar and steak and other bullshit, I'm like I don't want those like I can have a surf and turf flavor, but I'd rather have a lobster or something that has actual meat and
Give me a
or
prawn.
depth to it.
Yeah.
But now sorry. He's been talking about these
feels
cracklings.
good.
And like I love
shut
pork
me up.
belly and whatnot.
I mean, that's pretty much what.
And that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's like
that's what I was
crunchy
about to say.
pork
That's all
belly.
it
No,
is.
That's all it is. It just shows a new name for it.
Oh, he's
Capers over
plugging back
caviar.
in. Ah, shit.
All right, guys, let's go and start.
Can't fit it in the hole.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Hey, she's here. No, so essentially you get a pork belly
That's what it is, right?
and you chop into tiny bits.
Yeah.
You put it in a pot and you slowly cook it over like 7-8 hours while you're mixing it.
With
So
delicious
then the fat
seasonings.
renders down, starts pooling up, and you keep mixing it low and slow. Then you take it out. Then you heat that oil super high. Then you dry off those pork bits that were
Yeah.
cooked. Then you throw them back in one more time to fry in
So
their own
double
fat.
fried, essentially.
And then the little slow burn part absorbs and crisps up the fat. So that's why the middle piece,
Yeah.
like pull up the big chunk middle piece,
This one.
that one.
So this looks like a mixture of a crackling and a pork
So
belly.
hold it to the camera so they can see
Wait.
the layers.
Yeah, it's layers
Yeah,
on layers.
so the top part's the skin.
Top part
The
crackling.
middle part is soft fat that's been cooked forever, and the bottom is a
part
piece of
is
meat.
actual meat. Yeah. This is fucking amazing.
And then you
As
throw
soon as
some
we go
you
to
throw
break,
some
I'm eating.
spicy things, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
No, it is very.
That's really fucking
And
good.
I have a pound of it, and I'm already a quarter of a pound.
I'm sorry
into
I
it.
didn't stop and get that for you when I went.
You're wrong.
I mean, you said crackling, so I assumed just,
Pork rinds.
pork rinds. Yeah.
No, I'm not a coward.
That's next level.
Now Now could I wholeheartedly
The end.
eat a bag of that and feel good about myself? Absolutely
Yes, you
not.
could. I'll bring you the bag.
No, hell no, dog. I tear it down, but I'm pretty good at being like I'm good with that taste. Though that should I'd have 3 or 4 more. But no, that was cool. Like I haven't geeked out about chips in a minute, right? Chips cool.
Yeah.
I think I became more interested in snacks as I grew up because when you can start to buy them, you're like, damn, my parents kept me in a box
Oh, I
or
was
didn't
about
get
to say,
snacks at all.
I didn't even realize until you brought that up that it was like, oh, the reason my snacks were so limited was just it's up to what your parents do.
Yeah.
And my parents are not what I'd call adventurous eaters.
Not mine either. It was a lot of Hill Country Fair brand shit.
No, it's not even how do I describe it?
It wasn't great.
They're willing to try international food. No, okay, I'll put it this way. My mom is way more like, hey, no. My mom is way more like, there's things I like, and then if I like push my comfort zones, it'll be in the areas I like.
Right.
My dad will try a little bit of everything and whatnot. And it's not necessarily the ethnicness of things, foods that'll turn him off. It's more so just like the going out and trying and stuff. So growing up,
are they like make it at home kind of thing?
Oh, I mean, my mom never, like, we barely had snacks. Barely had candies, and then she likes things that like I just don't like. She likes lemon cream cookies and black licorice and
the ones out of the tin.
Yeah, like the fancy ones, like the ones with like the bunch of colors.
Yeah, my mom was those fucking peanut patty things. It was like pink, but it had like the peanuts.
Oh yeah,
that shit. She loves those. I'm like, that shit is gross. But well, the woman ate molasses that was her snack as a child.
Yeah, but that
fucking molasses. It's not even in a cookie, just molasses and bread. That's not a goddamn snack. That's poverty. That's what that is. That's what poverty tastes like.
I mean, there's a reason my grandpa died early, but like when his favorite snack was like butter on a tortilla.
That's what it was, you know?
I do understand 100% the molasses and bread kind of thing.
Pure corn syrup and like toast. And I was like, that's not a snack. That's fucking disgusting.
But no, that's kind of like, but with my parents, like with my mom in particular, yeah, she's never been like a super snacky person. But breads, like breads, carbs, things of that nature.
Yeah, shit.
Stuff
like
she doesn't keep in her. Like, she's like, I don't keep it in my house
fills
anymore.
You up a little bit. Like they didn't have time to snack. Like we're hungry.
You couldn't have Doritos.
Yeah.
But now as an adult,
most foods were really lazy in the 80s. It's like Vegemite on a bread.
Yeah.
Molasses on a bread.
Molasses. Yeah. Like she tried to feed me that fucking Cairo on bread. Like that
we have way too much time on.
Gross.
We have way too much time on our hands to chemically engineer snacks. Right? I mean, that's why there's about 7,000 flavors of Kit Kats.
And it doesn't need to be.
In Japan, actually.
I was actually thinking.
And I have a bunch of them. You know, I have mango. Come to my crib sometime. I have a lot of snacks. I have mango, peach. I have chocolate strawberry shortcake. I got a bunch of shit.
It doesn't need to be that many flavors.
Now, I will admit, the lemon Kit Kat is pretty phenomenal. I was not expecting it to be that great.
It sounds like the worst one.
That's exactly what we said. But it tastes exactly like lemon cream cookie. Just in a better way. So if you like that, and even if you don't, because I don't, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll definitely
But I have a bunch of different, but they have a bunch of different Kit Kat flavors, just because we got time and shit to do.
Fuck, look at Oreo. They come out with limited edition shit. I worked with a dude who collected Oreos.
Cherry Cola Oreos.
Oh, dude, I still have a friend.
The apple pie Oreos.
Pokemon Oreos, and he's like, one day these will make money, and I'm like, they're just getting rotten.
That's what the dude that I worked with said. I'm like, no, they won't, man. No, they won't. It's just sad. You have a room full of Oreos.
No, I mean, I'm not mad that there's a bunch of, sorry, Raining Ravens. I'm not mad there's a bunch of Kit Kats. Shit, did I not just say I have about 15?
I am mad it's a bunch of Kit Kats.
But I'm just saying we have a lot of time for snacks on our hands nowadays. We do. Whereas back in the day, they'd be like, I need a can of beans and hard labor. That was my snack.
My dad's lunch was glass Coke.
Glass? Oh, like the
Mexican Coke.
Okay.
Barbecue chips and a Snickers.
Was that a meal?
That was a meal.
Yeah. Same with like I was my.
You know what's funny
too.
for how unhealthy that is?
Ridiculous.
That's like only 400 calories or 450, something like that.
You can't live off of that.
Well, that's
rough.
one meal. They used to have
straight carbs, baby.
Yeah.
Kept him pushing.
It was just what stuck to you, or what could you afford? And if that was it, then a snack was a meal. Like we consider that a snack. That was lunch for them.
I mean, like whenever you look at a 1950s like sitcom and you see their little lunchbox, that's not going to fit like the average meal for us.
Hell no. Granted, they were smaller back then. You know?
Yeah.
So they could eat like 2 pieces of bread and like an apple and be just fine.
People in the 1950s couldn't imagine an 800-pound person, and now there's like hundreds of them.
Am I the only person that if I like had a time machine would go back in time and just bully and body everybody?
I just throw snacks.
You can't go back very far, Tommy.
I was going to say, you're right. Kudos. Yeah, you are right.
Black 60s.
Yeah, that would not go over well.
I like someone's bring. I have a question for y'all before we switch over. First of all, someone's talking. Oh man, don't get me started.
That's a whole thing.
That's a whole conversation.
That's a whole thing.
Because that was the only my dad.
That was the only snack I was allowed.
My dad would sneak that in. He'd be like Swiss rolls. Why? Just cause. Run away.
The only options you had were if it's on this Little Debbie's wall, you can do it. If not, fuck you.
Yeah, you don't get snacks.
Anything. Yep.
I don't know why my dad let me do that. But nah. So someone brought up healthy snacks, and first of all, trail mix ain't that great for you. They lie.
No,
they lie to you. But what do I'm simple. I like fruits. I just like if I'm
trail mix is in that like
weird.
They said
bubble.
this was healthy, but they were lying to you. Like yogurt is on that list. Trail mix.
No, yogurt's fine. It's just yogurt has to be Greek yogurt, and I like Greek yogurt.
I do too. I mean, you get used to
that's the
Greek
problem
yogurt.
is that a lot of people are eating yogurt instead of ice cream, so they eat flavored yogurts and they eat more yogurt than you would if you just had a cone of ice cream.
Yeah,
I literally
it's way worse.
I literally am like, nah. If you get Greek yogurt, because you need to train yourself to like Greek yogurt plain. After that, everything else is way better.
So no flavor?
Because I like my Greek
I
yogurt
gotta
plain.
have vanilla Greek yogurt, right?
No, I like my Greek
flavor.
yogurt. I like my Greek yogurt plain. If I'm making it sweet, it's with a protein powder. Boom, that's how you make your yogurt.
Well, I don't do healthy because it's disgusting. But if I do, like, really the only healthy snack I'll eat is a parfait with some Greek yogurt, strawberries, blueberries, and I'm a granola guy. I like
Granola's
granola.
good.
Yeah, okay.
The problem is,
Oh god,
like,
damn it! I
It's
need.
easy. No, the problem with granola is it's easy to eat a fuck ton of it.
it's easy to eat a fuck ton of granola. The fruit, is it in a syrup or like?
No. Natural fruit, just
Okay.
from the store, your produce section.
As long as you serving size that out, you're good.
I have to serve. It's fruit though.
Fruit can be bad.
God damn it! What's the point?
Can be bad.
I'm going to
Can
Jack
be
in the
bad.
Box right after this.
So it depends on how you go about. If you're someone like if you're having a couple fruits a day, like you're probably in the realm of being fine. But there's some people who be like, man, fruits don't count as anything. I'm gonna blend this entire bunch of bananas in my morning smoothie. Look, no, that's going to
Bananas.
One banana is like
like
200 calories.
No one tells you this. They say eat fruits
You
and
have
vegetables.
apps that can tell you this.
It's
No,
too much.
wait, time out. Omo raisin cookies. Yeah, they're healthy for the soul.
I eat those for breakfast. Is that not good?
No.
It's oatmeals and raisins.
It's not. You're
And 5 grams of brown sugar.
Brown sugar's got molasses in it.
Be an adult. He's like, I can't eat fruit. I just hated. Be
No.
an adult.
No.
Dude,
No. I'm with you. You stay you.
dude.
Don't listen to them.
I got
You
drunk,
live life to the fullest.
I got drunk with my college friends in New Year's, and I had to dare someone to eat I had to bully this kid to eat a kiwi because he was so weirded out by it.
Really? Kiwis are actually pretty good.
Fuzz on 'em.
I mean, you
That's
peel the
why.
fuzz off. Really?
Yeah, no, but it was
he
also
not know
sliced
that?
kiwi from like the local grocery store.
Did he
like
know
it
you
was
could
just the
take
green chunks, and he thought it looked weird.
It's delicious fruit. Like I even have to back kiwis up.
He's like bananas, strawberries, orange juice. There's my fruit. Shut up.
There you go. He ain't
Stop
lying.
it.
He ain't lying. Good
No,
job.
there's so many
Steve.
good pineapple's delicious, mango's
Pineapple's good.
delicious. Like there's a bunch of different.
Tropical fruits are typically
The
good.
only issue, and this is my own issue,
Mango's not good for you, but they
with
lie to you.
God damn,
Mango's
man.
actually
I feel
wrong.
super lied to today.
with pineapple and watermelon is can I finish it before it goes bad?
Pineapple?
No, like in the sense that you cut up a whole pineapple and then can you eat it before it goes bad?
I can usually.
How long-
I'm
how
usually
long
good
does
with a
it-
pineapple. I don't like watermelon enough to eat an entire
No, I
watermelon
can't do
normally,
that.
and I just don't want it. Basically, but like I couldn't do it. Like my mom used to. But shit, go to my African family's house. They'll tear up fruit. I'm talking. That shit will be gone. Don't worry, it'll be portioned. Portioned. It'll be consumed in a very fast manner. They'll
Next,
knock
you'll
on
tell
the
me
watermelon.
water is bad for you. Well, if you count the microplastics and you're not,
That's where I draw the line.
The lead, yeah.
I always go, I'm like, look, you get 3 hits with me, right? Check the macros. After that, I check the sodium. After that, I'm stopping to give a fuck.
I mean, you can't keep doing it. Otherwise, you wouldn't eat or drink anything.
No, you live in fear.
You would absolutely live in
Like I
fear.
have to photosynthesize just to survive.
all my favorite fruits are just getting its fade ran.
That's what motherfuckers gonna be look like Christian Bale from The Machinist after this episode. Because what can you eat? Nothing. You either eat everything or you eat nothing.
You just have to be aware. Everything is you can actually even eat ice cream and bacon if you're eating it in the right
No one
dosage.
tells you the right way.
No, like because I feel like Marcos, I know you can test this. Like even when I was at like powerlifting, like just the cut as I've ever been. Like the whole thing is like, dude, I'd eat Doritos damn near every day, and then like the other balance with that would be I'm eating like things to balance out the fact I want Doritos every day. Like, and so you just have to
try to negate the Dorito.
And it's not negating anything.
Okay.
It's like cool, like hey, and like a serving size of Doritos is about 150, right? 150 calories, right? And then in between that, like the real highest things are the carbs and the fats. So what are you doing? Are you eating a bunch of carbs and fats with the rest of your day? No, you're just like, cool. I know that I had a bunch of carbs and fats with my Doritos, so I'm usually dipping into proteins, maybe some more carbs and other things with the rest of my day.
It's a lot of thinking.
That's not a lot of thinking. It's just like, cool. Like if I have this bag of Doritos, I want to eat the rest of that.
Last thing I'm going to say on this note, and this will break your heart one day, is like look at that bag of Zappos. What is the serving size on that?
It is serving size 1 ounce, so 20 chips.
Not that bad.
It's kettle cooked, so that's probably why.
What about the other one?
This is what I was about to say. This fucking one. That's 15.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
It's not
Like no, and like if you start to do serving size, first of all, like serving size with potato chips are actually a lot more friendly than you think. Serving size with Doritos suck. I just eat the bag. But
Doritos
it's not easy to like. I could put down a bag of potato chips. I cannot knock out. I will destroy a thing of spicy nachos. So I have to be very cognizant of it. But yeah, it's just literally like everything's in moderation. But I wanted to close out with a question because someone brought it up and just like has been burning my head. Overrated and your favorite with chocolate.
Chocolate?
Mainstream chocolate.
Overrated.
like snack.
No,
I'm
like
not
the candy.
Oh, chocolate candy. Oh shit, that's overrated.
Overrated, and then your favorite.
My favorite is my favorite is kind of overrated. It's Snickers.
I need the
Yeah,
dark almond Snickers. That would be probably my favorite.
they still make those.
Yes.
Okay.
But I only eat a candy like once every 6 months. It's not an often thing.
Yeah, I feel Snickers is a bit overrated. I love it. It's kind of my go-to, but it is a little overrated.
I mean, if I can say this, I think Blackowitz is right. Cadbury eggs are kind of
That shit should not exist. Those are fucking disgusting.
I think Cadbury eggs are fine.
You're the only human being I've ever heard say those words. That's why they sell them once a year.
They sell them year round.
Do they really?
Yeah, you just not always an Easter shape.
Oh, god damn, that's gross.
I like my favorite is dark chocolate Twix. I'm not dark chocolate Kit Kats. Because I wasn't a chocolate person growing up, and then they introduced that like sometime after college, and I said finally something for me. I've always liked Kit Kats, but besides that, overrated. I like Twix a lot, but
Twix is good.
Twix fucks my teeth up. Like
Yeah, same.
Twix
It's
hurts.
too much.
Twix is like caramel.
It's a cookie.
Yeah. It's chocolate.
It's a
There's a lot
stale-ass
going on.
cookie.
Always hurt my teeth, even when my teeth were great. But overrated. Honestly, that Hershey's cookie and cream bar, y'all think it's okay. It's fine. It's not the best thing in the
It ain't
world.
the best thing. Can I switch my answer?
Go ahead.
It's still my favorite. Three Musketeers.
I don't think that's in anyone's top 5 though.
Or Milky Way, because it's pretty much
Milky
the same.
Way is
It's
pretty good.
like the same
I like
candy
nougat
bar.
is good.
Nougat's gross. Nougat is fucking
good.
gross. What is it? Can someone tell me what the fuck nougat is?
Wait, were you saying that for your overrated?
Yeah.
No, but dog, Three Musketeers isn't even rated. It ain't even in the club.
Milky Way. I'll switch it to Milky Way. Nougat in general. Any
'Cause I like
nougat-based
Three
Three
candy.
Musketeers is outside the club next to Almond Joy.
Or what was the gram? 100 grand? Was
Yeah.
that?
Not that ass, because you'd be like Three Musketeers, that movie with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. Like, that shit was used.
I think Three Musketeers and Milky Way are trash.
Yo, Key, no, Key, get at it. Get out. I'm tired of these games. Don't like fruit. Don't like anything.
Whatchamacallit? God damn, I hadn't heard that one in a while. Mr. Goodbar is trash. Zero.
Crunch does not get the respect it deserves. Crunch.
Crunch is up there.
Crunch is trash. Too.
Nah,
Crunch
nigga.
is
Dark chocolate
trash.
crunch is great.
It's not.
If you can't tell from me, I don't like milk chocolate. But dark chocolate,
You really despise milk chocolate.
it's just sugar and fake chocolate.
It's fine.
Dark chocolate
Tastes
tastes
good.
more authentic.
Chocolate.
All right, guys, I'm gonna
That's
hit
what
the
his
intro
real
now.
voice sounds like.
Good evening, evening. Welcome to McGrew's Reviews. My name is Marco. I will be your host today for 2 different series that we'll be reviewing, but I am not alone today. This first review was a big request, and he probably got everyone in the crew to watch it. Let's shoot it to whose request it was.
Oh, it was me.
And what's your name?
Oh, Tommy. You should know that.
Your name's on the tin, but
It's
you're
on the-
not alone.
yeah.
The other person that we got to watch, because we did fail to get the JJ and Sam to watch it, we have...
TJ, what's up? And you know me. Keep it reined in, gentlemen. No spoilers. It's only 8 episodes.
That's right.
8 episodes, 30 minutes. This is
30
one of the
minutes goes by
most
quick.
digestible things.
Do it like a swarm. Just like
It's very, very similar. I will be throwing some
by the way,
comparisons out. Yeah.
fuck you.
I told him that in the chat when I finished that show.
Did he finish it?
I did not. So I haven't finished it, but I'm
Okay,
close.
okay.
I've been sitting on. Like I just got caught off. Like 'cause I wanted to give episode 6 its proper like.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching and closing it out probably this week.
Okay.
Fuck you. Why'd you put that show on my radar?
How'd you like it?
No, dead ass. So when you said, this will probably be the fear that gets you, and I said, man, you know me, I ain't really throwing up, but no, this was the fear that gets you.
Yeah.
This is that awkward shit that I'm like,
It's cringy as shit.
Can we spoil that a little bit, I guess?
We already reviewed it, so yeah.
That episode 2 moment, was that the one?
dog, I said, I was like, who is this person? No, because the way episode 1, because like the entire time in episode 2, which by the way, you know what? Shout out to you, Paris Jackson. You were a chameleon. Did not know. Did
She
not
was
know.
good.
But and
Billy
then
also,
it made it
dude.
so much
Why-
more funny when she
why
was
did
like,
you
my
say
dad
not-
is black, and he's like,
I love that
actually,
scene.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Technically, yeah.
100%.
He used to be. Yeah. At one point.
What did you mean when you tweeted Naya isn't your favorite artist?
The Halsey thing was great.
Who is your favorite artist? And I don't know, they make up some name, Little Peep or something, and
Yeah.
then it's just like, he has 0 Grammys as she's holding a hammer over it.
I was literally like, I sat there and like I was watching it with Michaela because I was like, if I'm gonna watch this, you're gonna watch it with me, right? I don't want you to leave out.
Right.
Michaela had her head under the blanket like for
It's a very tense show.
because you're sitting there and you're like, man, what's this shit going?
You don't know what she's gonna fucking do. That's
At first, you're like, they're bonding. Okay, like you could tell this girl's overstepping her boundaries.
looks like she did her a favor.
But yeah, she went out of her way to hook her up.
Yeah.
And then she's like, nah, fuck
like,
this.
nah, you're no. Yeah, I was like, God damn, man.
The sandwich. That's what.
Well, she has to eat after she, it's just a thing.
Did you get to the Billie Eilish episode?
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay, that's a great
that's
one,
a
too.
good one. Yeah, that's a good episode.
No, I would definitely, man. It's really.
It sticks
good.
with you.
It's really good. It's really like. It's definitely one of those things when you watch it, similarly to Beef, where it's like this is refreshing because it's like this is very. You could tell there was some thought put into it.
Yeah.
Very, very intrinsically like designed to make you feel like I get like you feel sympathetic to an extent. At the start,
Oh,
you feel sympathetic to an extent.
Yeah.
No, she does start out very sympathetic. It just doesn't last past the first episode.
And then you get
True. It's very true.
because at the end of the first episode, they had me sympathetic for the dude who was
Me
like,
too.
who I was like, no, that makes total sense to me. Like
Yeah.
being like, hey man, I just couldn't do it. And then you get to actually like when he takes all the nonsense out of himself and he's just like, nah, this is like me, and I'm just like I'm not feeling great about it. My mom's making
Hurt.
teas
Yeah.
and I'm hurt about this. Hey, like it's gonna help with anxiety. And when she snaps that first time. My heart was just wrenched out of my stomach, dude. It's a treat.
And
Highly
she don't
recommend it.
stop. Oh, she don't. Man,
Rainy
wait,
Ravens.
wait till you get to 6 and 7. You'll be like, fuck, man. She is.
I don't even know how it goes.
Oh my
Good
God, it
freak.
goes to some places. But a good way to segue back into Beef is that what Beef has in common kind of with Swarm is it's a show that it seems like the creators were like, I'm not worried about a season 2 or beyond. At least that's what it looks like.
Well, I
I'm
mean-
worried about this story right now, and I respect that.
The way I heard it told is that if you are a normal network, like an NBC or something, you want a show to last 30 or 40 seasons because then you get more advertising dollars because people care about Law and Order kind of shit. Netflix is the exact opposite model. They want new
Quick as
subscribers.
you can get it in and out, yeah.
Yes. So it's like, here's this new show that's really good, and it'll be gone, but we'll make up something great in 6 months, kind of thing.
Like if it ends here, that's fine. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. And I like that. I like
you get
that
splashes
design.
like I know it's getting other things. Didn't need to, but it's getting other things. Like that's how you get splashes like a Squid Game, right? Where you everybody just for 5-6 weeks just sitting there.
It was people's Halloween costume.
I mean, rightfully so. Like that's how you come out. And then with Beef, right, which I feel like was a little bit more low key, but had like an exponential. Like
People love it. Yeah, it's got a buzz for sure. It's been in like the top 5 since it came out.
It's definitely that for. I think that more series have to master that first episode hook. Like I think Swarm and Beef are both.
This had a better
really,
hook
really
than
good.
movies for the
Absolutely.
first 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I mean, it's the crux of the entire show, and it happens in the first 5 minutes, and you're like hooked to the screen, watching how this shit's gonna play out.
I don't feel like the plot synopsis sells it well
It
enough.
doesn't at all.
No.
It doesn't at all.
Because
It's so much more than what that synopsis even says.
because you can totally in the craziest aspect of all of this, and I'm gonna spend a lot of time like kind of using the descriptions from episode 1 just because I don't want to give anything away for the rest of it. But
No.
like when it comes to like the motivations, understanding like they do a great job of you being like, I can get me being on a bad day and me being like not that pissed off, but me being like
Pissed.
damn, like you just caught me on the wrong moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Caught me at the wrong moment, not feeling so great about myself, and like now you trying to really piss me off.
Yeah.
Well,
You keep egging me on.
keep egging me on.
Yeah.
This has led to XYZ.
Well, that's what the writer wanted to get off. That it's one of the things, because there's a lot of things that this show says on top of it, but it is an expression of anger, and it's just like if you just on the wrong day and the wrong moment, like you're just gonna people unhealthily deal with their anger. That's what all this is about.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely is what it's about.
Yeah.
I love it because it's about like they're not great people. Like they're not.
No.
Either one of them, but they're realistically not
I
great
was
people.
about to say like they're not
like they could
great.
be you easily.
Yes, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Like they're not
bad.
They're not bad. They're very realistic people who just seem to be making the wrong decisions and choices.
100%.
But you could easily do that too. Like everything, that's the thing. Like the whole point of the show is it's an escalation. Like it's called Beef, and it's these two people who are beefing. And one road rage incident leads to some shit that you will not expect at all. But it escalates, and that's the whole point of the show is it's this escalation. And the way it escalates is not them doing shit that's over the top. It's them doing very common shit. Maybe lying about this or saying this to this person. And that in turn just leads to wilder shit. And it's like, it's very realistic. Like the way it plays out is like, okay, yeah, I might do that. And that could lead to this. And that's the whole point. That's what I love most about it.
Like two of the major escalations, without giving too much away, is just I'm gonna bomb. I'm gonna do a negative review of your business.
Real common shit. And it's just like, and what it comes from it is like, holy fuck, okay. How did we get from this to this? But it happens so fluidly how you get there. And it's just like, fuck, that could be anybody, really.
I mean, when you look at because both of the leads, which by the way, I think they do a fantastic job. This is the sort of, just to say it right, this is the sort of way that you implement just diversity in your
I love it.
in your
This was
storytelling.
perfect.
This was
the way
the
they
best example that I've seen in a long time of like, hey, we're gonna tell this story with very ethnic characters, and it's never in your face about it at all.
Never, ever. Everything is
just
subtle but authentic. And
Human,
it's perfect. Yeah.
they're just human. They're of course they are Asian American backgrounds, and you're like, cool.
Oh.
and you're going through and you're like, this is cool, because you're just like, man, like they didn't sell it up, but going back to, I gotta give props to the I mean, A24, no one does it like them.
They're the best,
Is this
man.
their first TV show?
No, they've done others. I forgot what others they've done, but no, it's
You
it's
could
not
have fooled
the
me and
first.
said they did Swarm too. To be honest,
That's right up there, Alan.
now A24 is masterclass at what they do in terms of just making it feel captivating. But going into the characters, Ali Wong did not think she could act like this.
No,
I thought she was just a
amazing.
stand-up comedian.
I did too. I did too. And like seeing her in this, she hits every emotion she needs to hit. She's funny, which is easy for her, but when when it comes to like the heavy dramatic shit, she nails that shit.
What for me, I'm like, yo, Ali Wong, you ain't gotta don't do that stand, because I don't think your stand up's that great. Like, don't do that stand up no more. Just go be an actor.
Go get an Oscar
Like,
real
no
quick.
shit.
Like,
Like,
cause
she
your
has
act like your acting is next level. That shit was
Absolutely.
really good. But
I will
two
say
to tango.
on the note of acting, two to tango. Stephen Yoon,
Which is
man,
I'm a
that dude has
huge
been on a
fucking
roll
fan
for
of,
forever
man.
for me, kind
Yeah,
of thing.
same.
Because I didn't even give a fuck about The Walking Dead, but it's still like he's. I know you didn't like it, but Invincible. He was up for an Oscar last year for Minari.
Minari, yeah, which is great.
It is great.
Yeah, Minari's great. Nope is a movie that I've gone back and I don't know what I rated it when I first
You didn't review it?
We did.
Oh, we did.
We did, and
We
I
did.
was like, I was kind of, I think it was like 8-ish on it, but
7.
Was that 7?
I think you were
It's
7.
risen to like an 8.5 for me because in it, a lot of it's him, and just a little bit he's in it, and that character is amazing to me with just the layers that he's just a great fucking actor, man. And so, I mean, I know we're not at this portion yet, but I guess the thing about this, one of the things about this show, maybe that I didn't like as much, I don't think it was enough of him.
Enough of what?
Stephen Yeun.
He's half. I don't know about that one.
I feel like it wasn't enough.
I feel like
and you know, totally correct me if I'm like, I felt like it was kind of like a back and forth, like a ping
He is
pong
a second
sort of
lead,
thing.
of course, but like I could have done with more of his character.
I mean, he's kind of more than. I feel like it follows him more than Wong.
I thought it was the other way around.
Oh, really?
But I think that's cool that you guys are able to perceive it as such, because maybe the compelling notions that resonated with you might have been a little bit different, right? Because I thought, no, granted, I'm trying my best to keep it episode 1, but like Ali Wong and you know that the thing with the gun, I was like, wow,
And
That is episode 1.
First episode, yeah.
A24, huh? I was like, so this is what we doing, huh?
Well, I mean, A24 is behind Euphoria, so that makes sense.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know they bought a cartoon
Can't
off
Oh, yeah,
YouTube.
Euphoria's rough.
Can't watch.
Oh, I was just looking at A24 TV shows.
Oh,
they
yeah.
They bought Has Been Hotel. I didn't know that. That's
Oh,
a YouTube
shit.
show.
Okay. Oh, okay. I like what they're doing there.
But I definitely I thought the performances were amazing. I also thought the like rationale behind both characters was really good. In this first episode, you established like one is like someone had mentioned in the chat, like there's kind of a cast, right? They're not a cast, or like a different class, excuse me, between the two characters, right? One's not really struggling for money like that. They could be if things were to go wrong, but
Yeah.
they're not really struggling for that. And the other one is like, hey, I'm taking the responsibility of my family on my shoulders. I got a brother who don't give a shit. Trying to hustle, trying to see like contract work, trying
Got
to pick
bad
up
credit.
They
bad.
did kind of explain the brothers' deal towards the end, though,
They
kind of
did.
thing.
Yeah.
But the other problem is like, you know, and you're like, man, you know, you watch and you just watch, like it's like you're getting heartbroken on multiple levels, but also like laughing at some situations where you're like, damn, just don't do that. Just
this-
Yeah.
But this has
Just
been
don't do that.
just don't do
And
that.
they do. And you're
they
just like,
keep
oh,
doing
what
it.
the
This has been the
fuck?
closest I've ever felt to like, you never know when you have a bad day and you know you're fucking up and then you're just making
Yes.
it worse. This is the closest I've ever come to seeing that on screen where it's just like, don't. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
Yes. And you just see the writing on the wall of just like, oh, this is not going to end well.
Because I even see in like when you leave episode 1, or when you're getting close to the end of episode 1, there's a point to where genuinely, shit could have been probably resolved
Right there.
peacefully,
Easily.
Been like, damn, I really understand where you're coming from. Damn, we're actually a lot the same than we are.
Yeah.
You know, so we're
Sorry, I'm just remembering how episode 1 is.
yeah. It's like, we're really like driving. It's like, hey, now not only would he have gotten like, you know, a pretty consistent job for Tay, right? Because she was like, hey, like, you know, if you have anything you need to fix in your house, call me over.
Yeah.
And then she's like, hey, you know what? Now I ain't gotta get all mad about this. All my shit's secure. Toss that shit out the window. He said,
Man. You want to talk about toss that shit out? It was a bold move for sure. It's the boldest of moves.
It's
because I didn't even know, like, because there's so many things that are going on in my head.
Yeah,
So
you're
it's
like, where's this gonna go?
Where's this gonna go?
Yeah.
And the way he does it, that's the
And I
most
didn't expect it to go.
petty.
It was the most
it is
immature, petty
definitely
shit.
like petty what he fucking does
Oh,
because
God.
it wasn't.
I don't know
It
if
didn't benefit him. He didn't like steal anything.
No.
He didn't like.
I don't know if
take-
13-year-old Tommy would have done some shit like that. Like, that was super immature and petty, but
I
it's...
was also like, how? Like, was he just drinking water all the way up?
that did
clearly
not look like he was
It
hydrated.
didn't let us say it.
Actually,
That's not-
right.
Yeah, what? He probably could use some water.
No, it's really cool when you leave those like initial episodes with that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how is this gonna go? But you can see like. I think the setup is very well, and as you go on through the rest of the episodes, you just see it continue to never de-escalate.
Never does.
Only get more petty and more outlandish.
Yes.
But I think it doesn't ever lose I don't think it ever loses some of the genuineness behind what those initial motivations were, if that makes sense. Like,
Oh, no.
for me, I was just like, at the end of the day, I look at both of those characters. I'm just like, damn, I can still see like why you're obsessing over this.
Yeah.
You're like, what else you got?
They have nothing. That's the thing. These two characters really have nothing but this, and just watching them obsess over it in a way that most people would let it go, but they don't, and just seeing where it leads. Like the second to last episode and the last episode is some of the best fucking TV you will ever see, in my opinion.
What's funny is I kind of do have an opposite take on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Where it's like I do really like the way this builds. I don't like the way this ends. Kind of.
Really, I fucking love the ending. I adore that ending. I think
It becomes a
great.
full-on action movie towards the end.
Well, hey,
It's fluid though. It is fluid. That's the thing.
See, once again, y'all guys have polar opposite opinions on, and to me, that's a make of a really.
I mean,
good show.
it doesn't hurt it. It's,
No.
This show is still going to be really high, but
Yeah.
it's still one of those things.
It is
where
the most outlandish of the whole series of events. But like,
Yes.
for me, more so the last episode to me is I loved it. I just loved the way it ended.
Okay, so the last episode,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
because that does
It kind of comes back around because the second to last, it goes off a little bit for sure. But like when it comes back and that's what the ending becomes, it's like, okay, well, you had to have done that second to last to get to here, and getting here is what it was kind of all about, and it works.
It does move full circle, even with the imagery of the cars,
Yeah,
kind of
it
thing.
does.
Not without giving anything away,
Right,
but
it does, yeah.
I didn't. It took me 2 times to notice. I'm like, oh, same color.
Yeah, exact same color. Yeah, it was just like, okay, well, I see the full circleness of it.
But I also hope that this like has people. What this made me also do is like, dang, I'm gonna catch myself when I'm getting real heated and be like,
Maybe
ain't
not.
worth
Yeah,
it.
maybe not.
I ain't trying to get my life ruined. Not today.
Yeah.
Oh, you took a lesson away from the show.
Hell yes. I was like,
I hope everyone did.
I was like, first, because I'm not a road rage person, so I've never been.
You live in Austin.
I know. I keep it cool.
Austin Road Rage, Houston is where I like because
That's
I've dealt
why
with
I'm
traffic.
okay.
Really?
I'm okay in Houston. Austin is the one that gets me.
Houston is where I got out of my car and smoked a cigarette because it was like, well, it's not going anywhere.
Oh, no, it doesn't go anywhere.
No.
No, yeah, you're staying still. Like, you're not moving. You might as well turn your shit off and take a break for like 30 minutes.
No, see, I don't know. Like, I don't get usually like somebody do something in a car. Like, I'm not gonna say that there hasn't been points I'm not irritated, but for the most part, I'm Mr. Like, it's whatever. It's cool. It's like I'm gonna get to where I need to go. Only time I get pissy is like if you acting like your day's more important than mine. But outside,
I mean,
of
that is kind of
Literally
what this
every
started.
drive in
Yeah.
Austin.
but like I still sat here and I was like, damn, ain't worth it. I was like,
Yeah.
ain't worth getting my car and my blood pressure all caught up and whatnot. Also, shout out to last episode one comment, like shout out to the flower patches and the person all those people whose driveways and grassways got run over. They don't really touch on that too much. I'd be mad too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, but it was like it was California, so they didn't have plants. It was just like a gravel garden.
It was really just like a cactus or some shit. Like, it really wasn't a garden. It wasn't landscaping per se,
I mean, I know in that ritzy neighborhood they cared, but still, at the end of the day, I was like, oh, just gotta move some rocks back.
In the store. Yeah. Replace one evergreen. I think I can handle that. I think it was more the principle that, he's like, oh, no, fuck this, which causes a lot of problems.
By the way, really smart use to move the story along. Then it's just like, oh yeah, like here's this random device, device. Like so many things coming. There's not a moment wasted in this show.
Not at all. And like the moments that aren't just this beef escalating, it's character building. And the character building to me was excellent.
100%.
Yeah, excellent. Like by the time it ends, like these characters and you may dislike them in some. They really are like people. Like you just like them for some of the things they do, but you still care about them, and you're just like, oh goddamn, just end this shit. What are you doing?
And with the length of it, it's actually kind of interesting. Because I was like, man, A24 probably had this movie as a movie plot. So
Oh yeah, you could tell.
we can
Like,
stretch this a little bit.
that was it. Yeah.
And it didn't feel stretched. It was just like more so. I was like 8 episodes. Like with the way that it's handled, all this kind of stuff. Oh, this is 100% an A24 movie script that they said, nah, let's remix this.
Yeah.
let's transform
Some of
this.
that Netflix money.
Gentlemen.
What is random note? Just because I thought this was funny. What's up with Andrew Santino? Like, he just hangs out with Asians all the time now.
What's the deal? Like he's in a. I think he was in one show with a bunch of black people.
Yeah, Dave.
Dave, yeah. He just pops up fucking everywhere now. And I'm like, where the fuck did this dude come from?
I know him from the podcast with Bobby Lee most of the time, so I was like, oh, that's just where he's home at now.
He just likes ethnics.
All this whiteness makes me angry. Well, ethnic people around me.
I did hear there was a bit of controversy. I wasn't aware of this.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit.
David Cho was a questionable acting choice, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, but apparently he's friends with both Ali Wong, Steven Yeun, and like the creator of the show. Like they go way back. And they were like, well, he learned his lesson. It was dumb for him to have said that shit, which was fucking disgusting to say.
Yeah.
And it was just like, all right. But they didn't say anything for the longest time. And that was kind of added to the controversy.
I'm not gonna lie, that's why the controversy. I didn't know it was a controversy because
Yeah.
this happened like a decade ago almost.
Oh yeah, like what was it, 2015? Yeah, 2015 or 2014, and yeah, I mean he is a villain in the like you don't like him in the show anyways, but it's just like yeah, you probably shouldn't have gone that route. It kind of did taint this otherwise good show, but yeah, I mean. If it's a season 2, maybe don't include him.
Well, I don't think they can.
That's still not even spoiling anything. But yeah, like hopefully not. Yeah, just move on.
Final thoughts, TJ.
Man, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of really good television thanks to your recommendations.
Yeah.
But also it's just nice. Like I said, for me to sit down and watch television actually takes a little bit. I have to. Like I'm not someone who can sit down and just watch a bunch of TV all the time. I don't have the patience for it, or I get sidetracked. So it takes a pretty good hook for me to just sit down and be like, "Cool, I want to knock it out." Because when I watch heavy.
Yeah.
Like so, I'll binge, I'll digest it as fast as I can and whatnot. And so this was awesome. This was a really great experience. Another note to it is I'm liking just anything that's more than just one or two genres now, right? I want you to hit all the notes. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once really kind of turned that sort of head on me where I'm like...
Thriller, romance, action, horror, to a degree.
Yeah.
When you start to... Because it makes it be this complete experience where you're like, I don't know if I'm going to laugh. I don't know if I'm going to be scared. I don't know if I'm going to cheer. Like, I don't know what I'm going to get. And for me, that schizophrenic energy is pretty dope.
I mean, this movie does grab you, like, from that beginning. I mean, this isn't giving anything away. It's in the synopsis. A car road rage incident it starts things off. It grabs you from there, and it just really doesn't let you go.
It kicks off with that. And like I said, that the episode we're talking about, second to last, like it is a horrific fucking scene in that to where it is kind of a horror movie to where like, okay, it was action, now it's kind of a horror movie. What the fuck is going on here? And then by the time that last episode, it turns into a completely different genre, which in my opinion was what it was in the beginning, just taking a different starting point. Because it ends in a genre you kind of don't expect it to end in. And I was like, so this is what this was this whole time? And I think it's brilliant. I loved it, man. I fucking love that.
No. That's not. I'm saying like expectations. That's all.
Oh yeah. I mean, I loved it, man. Like this is probably my favorite show of the year thus far.
I mean, I don't know if there's a lot that can really take away this mantle right now.
Not yet. Yeah, not so far. And we're going into the summer like shit.
This is true.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Do we have to put numbers? I gave this a 9.
Oh, yeah, I give it fuck. It's almost a 10. I give it a 9. I can't quite give it a 10, but I
always have to watch back.
Can we
before I give
0.5?
tens.
Can we do 0.5?
You can do 0.5.
Oh, now 0.5 then. Yeah, for sure. Easily.
I'm gonna give it a weird score just off the 0.5 thing. 8.8 is what I do. It's like it's really close.
No,
to the
nigga,
9.
you're looking at a 9. It's a 9. No, I'm not letting that stupid shit slide. It's a 9.
Round it.
8.8. Now give it a 9. Just call it a 9. It's okay if it's
2
not a
times
10.
better than Mario.
Yeah, like it's just give it a 9. Stop it.
Serenity is making a case for Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets is excellent. I do.
I think Yellow Jackets is so overrated. That shit is like, yeah,
it's okay.
It's. I'm not saying it's bad.
Okay, yeah, I
but-
don't think it's better than Beef, but
No, it's like-
it's good. It's a good show.
Wednesday is also last year for
I
sure.
don't like Wednesday.
I think. What the, you? Wait,
I couldn't get.
sorry,
into
my brain
Wednesday.
just broke. Like, Wednesday is better. You crazy?
I don't like Wednesday.
Like it's okay. It's good.
Oh, Last of Us. That's a good suggestion. I didn't see it yet.
You didn't watch The Last of Us yet?
I didn't watch I barely figured out how to watch HBO.
I feel like you don't want to. You are very.
I don't want to
against-
support HBO
It's not
because
HBO anymore. It's Max.
oh, that makes such a big difference.
HBO was the problem, so they got rid of that. Now it's just Max.
Last of Us is really good. So
Last of Us
okay.
is
So
good.
so my only thing with The Last of Us.
Poker Face is excellent.
So my only thing with The Last of Us, it's nothing against The Last of Us. It's a story I've known for years. So it's like kind of like
How I feel about Invincible.
where it's like shut.
Yes,
shut up.
100.
I'll break you. it's like we don't.
Yeah,
do
but
that.
he still enjoys like watching anime when he read the manga.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's like no, but with The Last of
So,
Us,
yeah,
like
what
no,
difference does it make?
Well, because a lot of the emotional notes are things that are carrying. You know what I mean?
So see the difference between the show. So you haven't watched it either.
No, I've watched The Last of Us.
Okay.
So no.
It's enough differences.
There's enough differences.
Yeah.
I'm not holding it against.
But you
it.
already know what
But
it is.
when I sit here and I'm like comparing something that I don't know how to expect and what I'm not gonna expect to something that I've known for years, I'm like, cool. I already gave this thing a 10 out of 10 way back.
Yeah.
I gave the game a really high score. I'm cool. I'm gonna give Beef its shine.
Okay. I like that. And finish Swarm.
Well, yeah, but that's not on him. He's watching it in couple mode.
That's right. Oh yeah. You
Wait,
got
what?
Swarm.
Swarm.
You're almost there.
I love Swarm. Swarm's that good shit.
Last question I'm going to ask about Beef. Which character do you feel like you related to more?
Oh fuck. Really none of them. I would say probably Ali Wong's husband.
Ali Wong's husband?
Yeah. Just a nice dude who just like, you know, just
Actually,
wants,
He's the only
wants a
innocent
happy
in the
family.
story, kind
he
of.
really is.
Actually, you know,
He's too innocent.
No, in his defense, like I felt so bad for
I
him
felt
because
terrible.
even right in that introduction, you're
Yeah.
like, nah, man, like I get where you're coming from. This is not how you deal with the person who's going through this.
Yeah.
But he's like, let's think positive thoughts. Let's try our best to do them. I'm like, man, I'm sorry. This show's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. You ain't meant for this. Like, you ain't built for this. You need to remove yourself.
Like,
These
how-
people are animals. You need to get
These,
the hell
these
away
people don't
from
care about you.
I do think it's funny that the chat is mostly saying Yoon just because it's just like rich people get no sympathy from them kind of thing.
Yeah.
I do admit that this Ali Wong's whole thing of just like
Fuck, even the mother-in-law is sympathetic. And it's just like, she comes off like a very dislikable character.
At the
But
start, yep.
yeah, and then by the time her shit wraps up, you're just like, fuck, I feel bad for that lady.
you know what's funny? Like for it being a show that pushes the envelope a lot, like
Yeah.
the kid is in good hands throughout the entire series.
True. Yeah. And I like the brother too, though.
The brother was really cool. I actually felt like, no offense, but it was just like you probably related more to the brother than the husband.
I could see that now. In retrospect, I see that now. Yeah.
But I think that you have so many options for the characters as to why you might relate. And I think that Yoon's is so Steven Yeun's character. I get from a lot of different angles, but I also was like, he's starting off at a much different place. Like I think he's starting off at a much different place.
Well, you find out where he starts off.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
And then with Ali Wong, like I can also like I'm like I get the whole pressures thing too, and a lot of like, man, if this shit fails.
Yeah.
This all shit crumbles.
Everything.
Yeah, like that's
it does become more evident as the thing goes on that like the husband is an innocent, good-natured person.
Yeah.
But he is an idiot when it comes to running businesses
He's
and
a
stuff
dumb
like
shit.
yeah,
for sure.
So it's all
He's very naive.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's all on her.
It's all on her. And she
she's
knows
the-
that.
Yeah.
Like, she can't talk to him about certain things. And it's just like, and that he just adds to the pressure that's on her.
Yeah.
Which drives her more and more kind of, off the deep end. And so, like, you see the motivation. You see why these people do the things they do. And I love that. I like, explain to me why, this happens and this happens and why this character does this and this show does that. And I appreciated that.
Excellent TV this year.
Yeah.
Love seeing what we're seeing. Really can't wait to see some of the other things that come out. And I hope that there's some more sleeper picks.
I got a question. Anybody here watch Succession?
Secession.
I've heard a
No,
lot
I
of
heard
really
great
good
things.
things.
I'm going to start it because it's in this, the last season. And I kind of do want to review that one.
Well, I mean, I guess I can spin it up.
I mean, it's about rich people. You should love it.
Fuck you.
I mean, we do got to do another one of these soon.
Yeah. Any
Uh,
movies coming out?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Do we have to?
We can tag just like this.
Well, we got to like draw straws. I don't want to see
I want to watch it. It's the
Okay.
last Marvel movie that I will
that you
probably
actually
ever
wanna
care
watch.
about.
They say fuck in it, so I might watch it. It's the first fucking Marvel history. I can't wait for it. You're allowed one.
I skipped Ant-Man, so I have to
The
watch
fact,
this one.
but hold on, the fact that they are like legit selling this movie just on that one scene of Chris Pratt saying "fuck," like it's on YouTube, like it's
Yeah.
it's promotional material. I'm like, goddamn, Marvel, you really sunk to a place to where this is what you use to sell your movies.
Someone actually, I've heard something about The Night Agent before. It looked generic, but I guess it's great.
I tried it. It is very. It could be on ABC.
John Wick 4 is
Difference.
a little old. That's the only thing. Because that falls,
Yeah, it is.
that falls in the line where we probably should have reviewed Creed 3, but we didn't.
Right, and Sisu, I would love to see Sisu. I hear that's fun.
I'm always okay with talking about John Wick 4 because John Wick 4 was great.
That's my favorite franchise.
Yeah, that shit
that's
was
my favorite
awesome.
fucking franchise.
I was
It's
like-
amazing.
As someone who walked in and was just like, I don't know what I'm going to get, and left being like,
Have you seen them all?
No,
Was
so
that
I-
your only one?
No, I saw 1, saw 4. Hadn't seen
No
2, 3.
shit.
Oh, man, that's
oh my god. Go back and watch the other two.
I know,
It is the most consistent franchise.
I
think, in
imagine
movie
because I was
history,
like,
yeah.
I sat down. I
That's
was
like me watching Fast and the Furious 3, and then I didn't watch another one until last year when I saw 10.
9?
Yeah, 9.
No, but I got into, what impressed me, John Wick 4, I understood what was going on.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, y'all guys did a great job setting up. And then they're like, colors, sexy, colors, fighting, dogs. Yes, I'm like, all right. Fuck video games.
Its simplicity is its strength for sure.
But yeah, no, I mean, we should probably sit down and think about some of the things we want to review.
Yeah, chat, like throw some shit in.
They are.
Maybe.
They want us
Okay.
to review Flash.
When does that come out?
June.
I'm pretty sure we have
Yeah,
to.
we kind of have to do that one. I'm down for
I'm
that
actually I'm much more willing to review the Flash regard. Y'all don't understand. I don't like the Guardians of the Galaxy,
what
so
about
I'm gonna come in
hold on.
already not trying.
Hold on. You gotta look. We gotta do this. None of us want to watch Marvel shit here.
Yeah, you punk bitches.
So you watch that shit then. God damn it, that shit is torture, Sammy. Those movies are trash. It's goddamn trash now. I would rather do Guardians than Marvels. I'm out on Marvels. I'm not watching that shit.
Why do you hate women?
I love women. You know how I feel about Photon,
Somebody
about
Hey, dude.
Tiana Paris.
shoot back at Sam with this. Like, they want us to also watch, look up Angry Black Girl and Her Monster. I don't even know what that's about, but
It sounds like something right up your alley.
honestly, yes, 100%. That sounds like an A24
It
film.
does, right?
Look, we'll watch as much as we can. I will actually, time out. Can we draft pick for who has to watch Marvels or Guardians? Because I want to watch either, but I know I have to
I would
watch
do
one.
Guardians rather than
Guardians,
Marvels.
dude. I do not give a fuck.
No,
about
actually, no.
Marvels.
Fuck that. Y'all are watching the Marvels. We're all going to see it together.
We all
Because
taking that heat.
I ain't doing that Captain Marvel shit again.
I can't. I
ain't
can't,
gonna make me
man.
watch something by myself no more.
Fuck, I can't do this shit anymore.
I was in that theater alone.
Let me tell you something. When you sit there and watch a movie and wonder what the fuck has happened to my life, that means it's a terrible fucking movie and a terrible franchise.
Can I get high before I watch the Marvels?
I hope you do. I highly suggest you do. I can't. I'm not. Like, fuck. Like, lucky you.
We can do a drunk review of the Marvel.
Y'all have fun. Y'all can do that shit.
Wait, I just realized Guardians can be like a quickie because we have the event coming up March 6th with the day right after it comes out.
Oh, that's right.
So whenever we do that whole day of events, me and JJ can hop on and be like, Guardians 7.
That's being very kind.
Yes, there will be a review for Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah, this motherfucker will do that alone if he
I'll
has
drag
to.
y'all. I'll put some kidnap y'all.
I'm in. That last trailer got me. I'm in.
Tommy, you just sit at home.
Did you hear about the live-action cameo that's going to be in it?
I don't want that.
Well, it's going to be there whether you want it or not.
They're going to make me what? Stop trying to put shit in my delicious...
Oh, and also you get to see a trailer for Kraven the Hunter. Who's watching that one?
No one.
There's going to be a lot of flipping coins and drawing straws.
Maybe we can get Gertz to watch it since he liked Morbius so much.
There you go. Gertz is on that one.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with our Mando
Get a
review.
text in the middle of the show. No, I'm not.
Hi, folks. Welcome to the Manscaped ad. Did you know that over 5 million people, 6 million people, 7 million, no, it's 8 million people have trusted their goods with Manscaped? And guess what? On this Thursday, the Major Football League is having their draft. And the best part of having a draft was what?
Shaving your shaft.
Shaving your shaft. I came up with that all by myself. And if you out there need your shaft shaved, you can go and get the fine Manscaped products, including the Lawnmower 4.0. But you know what? My shaft is fine. It's my face that needs work. And the Beard Hedger is the finest in face grooming technology. You already know about the Lawnmower 4.0. The Weed Whacker 2.0. This is the 1.0. The 1.0 is enough for me, but the 2.0 is for all you hoodlums out there with the overgrown ears and the overgrown noses. And if you don't have the 1.0, get yourself the 2.0. Get yourself the zoom wheel on the Beard Hedger. 20 different lengths with one attachment on the top. And you can get all of this for 20% off and free shipping using coupon code MEX20. That's coupon code MEX20. And you can be in the elite class. You could be drafted #1 overall for smooth balls, #1 overall for clean face, #1 overall for a nice trim body. That's 3 #1 picks. Maybe you get traded to a better team. Maybe you do some other Major Football League thing. I don't know. But all you got to do to get on the roster is go to manscaped.com. And use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. Get the Performance Package, the Perfect Package, the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, the Platinum Package 4.0. Look at this guy. Got the Manscaped Boxers 2.0. We talk about the Manscaped Boxers. I was on vacation the other day, and I had the Manscaped Boxers on. No chafing. No chafing for me using those Manscaped Boxers 1.0s. And these are the 2.0s. And you can get them today. Using coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. Get everything from manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. And so will I. But more importantly, your balls will thank you. But it's also kind of important that I thank you. You know what? Just use it. Okay? Just use it and find out who thanks you more, me or your balls. Deal? It's hot in this room. But guess what? I'm fine because I've shaved from head to toe, from neck to back, through the taint. It's all clean, smooth. Glad you know. We'll be right back after these other commercial breaks or back to the show. Who knows? Nobody ever knows. Manscaped.com. Next 20. Everyone's trying to be quiet and they're giggling. I'm making it more awkward. Why is the camera on me? Why am I Tommy? Why is JJ so far over there? Why is it faded to black? What's happening? Why am I have so much camera space
here, guys?
Here, JJ, have some more room.
Aw, he's wearing a cool Avengers shirt. It's
Hans Gruber and the Diehards.
Yes. Yeah. Our homies.
Gojira and the Avengers. I thought it said I thought it said Les Avengers.
They might.
I do like that the
store.
Avengers in that version looks like the Dexter's Laboratory version of Thor.
Valhallen.
Valhallan, that's right.
God of Rock. Sorry I'm late, guys. I was applying for a job at Fox News.
Oh yeah, there was an opening. The size, there's an inappropriate joke.
I was
about
doing
his-
that and defending the honor of Ryan Gosling.
Oh, see, I was too busy fighting off the goddamn Pinkertons because they're back. Those fucking bastards are back. They're gonna
They
have
never
to,
left.
They're after my stolen gold.
I didn't
Did you
understand the
steal
story.
Magic the Gathering card?
No, I freed a bunch of slaves from the South. I went to New Orleans, freed a bunch of slaves. Now the Pinkertons are after me, trying to get back the slaves that I
The
freed.
Pinkertons are actually famously anti-slavery. Like they went out of their way to punish people that were. That's why they chased Jesse James so hard.
Yeah, but they also brought slaves back to their owners. In their history.
Pinkertons were after that, 1880s.
Yeah, but the Pinkertons are bad people.
Oh, they're bad for unions.
That too.
That's where they were really
That
bad.
too. Wait, it took me years, but I
mean,
finally love you,
They're
Sammy.
also cops.
Yes. Yeah, they're
They're
not real cops. They're like private cops.
Well, true, but their techniques were actually like they didn't like to use guns for a long time.
Yeah, but they do now.
They do now.
Fucking
100%.
dirty Pinkertons. I killed them in the Red Dead Redemptions, and I felt good about it. And now they're telling me they're real life bad guys. It's like
Yes.
finding out the Nazis are real.
It's they're a mixed bag. Mostly bad, like 65, 70% bad, but yeah.
It's talking about like as a class or as a unit or as like
Their history is
Their
like,
history.
oh well yeah
They protected Lincoln that one time.
Mm-hmm.
They were late to the play, so they didn't, make
Ricardo 100%.
what did
They
Ricardo
didn't
say?
make the big save, but they did protect him one time on a train.
the big save. They're Memo Ochoa. They had a lot of saves, but not where it counted.
Exactly.
Exactly. That is a FIFA soccer national Mexico reference.
You'll make me choke.
I am.
Oh, the Pinkertons.
I have no idea what they're talking about. Long story short, was it Magic the Gathering?
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering. Wizards of the Coast is the
Yes.
major company. Found
Hasbro.
found a YouTube channel
Till
guy.
all are one.
Yes, monopolies. Found a YouTube channel that leaked Magic the Gathering cards. They had like a pack they weren't supposed to have, and so that Hasbro, essentially in effect, Wizards of the Coast, sent the goddamn Pinkertons to that YouTuber's doorstep. And pretty much what that means is Pinkertons are notoriously bad for being kind of aggressive bully types. They're the people that hunted down a lot of outlaws in the Wild West. If you played the game Red Dead Redemption 2, they're one of the major bad guys you
And
fight.
one.
And one. Yeah, it's been a while since I played one. But they're bad guys historically, and everyone thought that they were like a made-up like fictional thing or that
What?
they disbanded.
Who thought that?
A lot of young people
Just
did.
because you thought this.
No, a lot of young people. A lot of fucking young people thought like the Pinkertons were just the fake bad guy, the fake feds in the game. And so when they found out on Twitter that the Pinkertons were fucking real, they started freaking out.
This
They're
is
like,
what happens when children don't watch The Simpsons.
That 100%.
Exactly. So, and
Grandpa
yeah.
Simpsons was a Pinkerton.
What's your
He was a union buster.
Yeah, they used to organize goons to beat up striking and organizing workers.
Yeah, he was one of the organized goons. He wore an onion on his belt, which was the style at the time.
Right. That was the style. No, so yeah, those people are back. Essentially, they got brought to the forefront of popular culture again. And the last time they were really important was cowboy times. They've been around, but
Henry Ford's goon era. So like 1920s, 30s. Kind of.
okay, for 20 years after the like cowboys. They killed the cowboys, then they busted a bunch of unions, and now they're back, baby. Or that's not a good thing, but it was just fucking
They never
wild.
Everything comes in threes. And they never
Right.
left.
Plagues, the Pinkertons. What else is coming back? Swing dancing?
Sure.
That did come back.
That was in the 90s, though. He'll come back again.
Mambo
Zoot
number
Suit
5.
Riot. Oh, we went. We went two different sides of the same coin.
You said it was coming back. That's a way older song.
Zoot Suit Riot?
Yeah.
It's only like 2 years younger.
No.
Mambo number 5 is 97.
Yeah, 100%.
And then Zoot Suit Riot was like 94.
It's from the Zoot Suit riots.
No, but the sugar
talking
poppin'.
about-
I'm talking about the sugar pop, cherry poppin' daddies version.
Oh, okay. You got me there.
Yeah.
I was like, it's definitely like a 1940s.
Yeah, no, Gen X got into
Whenever
fucking-
the cops
Gen
beat up
X
those-
got into fucking swing for some reason in the 90s, and we are all just okay with it. So don't blame us. And yes, I know the Zoot Suit riots themselves were where sailors beat up a bunch of Mexicans, but
They didn't win, bro.
This is a story for another time.
should be called the Navy Man riots, not.
The Navy man beatdowns. That's pretty much what it was. Anyway, I'm gonna start wearing zoot suits to honor my Hispanic
Damn, bro,
heritage.
you wearing a zoot suit?
It's a lot of cloth. Fuck you, wasteful warmongers. That was why they beat him up, because they were
Is
like,
it gonna be a patch suit, like half one, half another?
oh,
It would have to be because the zoot suit was their dad's suit. He's not gonna fit in
my
that.
dad's very small. Yeah. No, if for those of you who don't know, I don't know why I'm giving you the history of the zoot suit during this movie review podcast, but essentially, I tried to outlaw zoot suits, which is a style that black people originated, and then Chicanos took over in LA during the wartime World War IIs, and then the Navy people came back and they saw Mexicans wearing zoot suits and they're like, hey, you're not preserving cloth for the war, and they're like, fuck you, USA, and then the bunch of Navy people beat up anybody who was wearing a zoot suit, and that's why you get that whimsical jam in the 90s.
Sammy, just get a poncho.
No. What am I, some sort of fucking Pinkerton? I'm kidding, they didn't have ponchos, they had onions on their belt. Anyway, I requested, because Mando is a show that exists in the world, that we talk about something unrelated, because I didn't like Mando that much. As someone predicted, TJ and Tommy also either didn't watch or didn't like it.
They didn't watch it.
I have opinions on Mando, but like,
Well, before that, let's talk about something else you don't like.
yeah, I wanted to do this because it's more trending and topical, and I forgot to post like the last week on everything. So
It's all right. You were on vacation.
I'm also sick.
You're on sickcation.
I know, it's awful. New Orleans was fun though. I'm back, everybody. Welcome to me.
You actually didn't miss a show. You were here Thursday.
Oh, I know. I didn't miss posting. I just like TikToks have been fucked up and everything's ruined. But long story short,
True Sinister loves you, JJ.
that's what I was trying to actually get.
You stop that.
Yeah, stop loving JJ.
Thank you.
like him. He like him. Love is a bit strong for JJ. Anyway, new trailers came out. Kraven the Hunter. I told you motherfuckers on Thursday or Wednesday that at any point we get a Kraven the Hunter fucking trailer and we'll never know what's happening.
Did we get a trailer?
There was a teaser on some sort of comic fest or something, and everyone thought it was kind of silly. And he's gonna be a like an animal activist, and it's rated R, and so people are like, "What the fuck's going on?" But for the longest time, up until I remembered that there was going to be a Kraven the Hunter movie, I reminded anybody at any time we could have a Kraven the Hunter trailer, and it's gonna suck. Like this trailer that we saw today that came out.
I didn't see it. This
The
will be my
Guardians
first.
of the Galaxy teaser with the animals. I'm kidding. No, Key loved that apparently.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not excited. You guys are excited for Guardians?
yeah,
Sure.
It's the last Marvel movie that matters.
No, none of them matter anymore. Guardians is stupid. They're all quitting. They're not going to guard anything anymore.
That mean the story has to end. The Odyssey has to end at some point.
No, never. The Odyssey never ends. That's the point.
The Odyssey definitely ends.
Not
He
if you
made
keep-
it home.
I'm-
His kid was 20, but he got back. But
I just want all the Guardians to die because those movies are okay.
No,
And
they're the
it's-
best of the Marvel movies.
No, the Thor movies are the best in.
Thor movies.
Everyone's going to retrofit Thor the Dark World as being great just like they did the prequels. Wait for it.
I didn't hate Thor: The Dark World.
It's fine.
I don't think people think the prequels are great yet.
Oh, no, they do. People have turned heel, and we'll talk about it in Mando in a little bit, but I don't care for Michael Keaton's Batman because I was not 35 years old. That shit looks awful.
That looked awesome. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in for that one.
Why?
It looked awesome. It looked. First of all, did do the mistake of telling me everything that's in the story, like compared to like. I don't even know who Blue Beetle is fighting. I know we talked about that trailer.
I don't need Blue Beetle to know who I'm fighting. I need to know that he's a Hispanic male with a Hispanic family. That's all I need to
can
know.
watch Cobra Kai any day of the week.
Yeah, but Beska has a white guy as a lead. Also, I want
He's
all
the
Hispanic
lead.
family.
This is the exact same lead.
Billy Zabka's the lead, all right? Also, I'm not on the hater flow. It's just that I looked at this. Flash is not very interesting to me, just generally. And then there's two of them. And then there's a superwoman who doesn't look like she can act, even though she's a Hispanic superhero. And I love Hispanic superheroes, and I want to support a Mexican superhero. But she just does not look like she wants to be there or that she can be there. And then Michael Keaton saying, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." For our sake and not for the sake of the character, makes me want to shoot myself in the foot. Like, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. Maggie said, do it. I want to shoot myself in the foot. Like, we literally make fun of Marvel for making quippy, stupid jokes. and then he says the one line from a scene where he was pretending to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people misunderstanding Yoda when he was a crazy senile old man talking about don't touch my food and slapping, going, mine, mine. It was him pretending to be a crazy person. But then in Last Jedi, I believe, the ninth one,
Mm-hmm.
where he's a Force ghost and he's silly and whimsical there, it's like, that's not who Yoda is. Yoda was pretending to be a fucking idiot because he was trying to hide that he's a Jedi Master.
I think Yoda's always kind of silly.
Kind of. But if you watch the prequels, he's like fucking super serious all the time. And then when he's
I
training...
don't count the prequel.
No, but if you look at the scope of all of Yoda, he's only silly for that one time, but then they misunderstood it as him being like that crazy, loony, isolated guy. And... You know, the "let's get nuts" line is literally in context of him trying to throw off the scent that he's Batman, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly.
I mean, I don't really give a fuck about the reference because I hate references.
But I also don't like that there's a 95-year-old man just being Batman because nobody could develop a new Batman that's good.
I mean, Ben Affleck's in this.
Yeah, and he's a fucking side character, and he's supposed to be best friends with this Barry Allen.
We don't know if this is a side character.
He's in it for like 3 minutes, I heard. And in the trailer, he's in it for 2 seconds.
I'm not on Reddit. All I know is that trailers bait and switch me all the time.
No, but the idea is that they are supposed to have a movie where they're in the same universe, like just independent of all the shenanigans that are going on with the DC movies. The fact that Ben Affleck's Batman, who went on adventures with this Barry Allen, or at least one of those two assholes, and they're not best friends, or they're not the ones trying to work as a tandem as they did in the Justice League, all 5 versions of that fucking movie. They just bring in Michael Keaton because remember the fucking Batwing?
No, they're doing
I hate it.
They're doing it for time travel shenanigans. Spider-Man just did it, and it's the best Marvel movie of Phase 5.
Right, but the thing was that...
They're also adopting Flashpoint. He doesn't team up with Bruce Wayne in Flashpoint.
But why is Bruce Wayne in it?
It's a different Bruce Wayne. It's
Why are there
shenanigans.
5? Why is
We
there
don't
5
know
Bruce
if it's
Waynes?
Bruce Wayne.
How are there 5 Bruce Waynes?
I think there's
And
3.
a Superwoman in
There's 3
Flashpoint.
Jokers.
That's another problem, JJ. That's what I'm saying, is that nothing matters, and I'm not getting anything from Zod coming back.
I actually thought that was pretty cool when Zod.
I saw your eyes light up. I don't know why.
Because Zod was a pretty cool villain, and he died way too early.
Well, that's fair, but those movies sucked anyway. Man of Steel was not a good movie.
Man of Steel, I'd give 6 or 7 out of 10.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just want something to be good sometimes. Like, I want DC to show me something I care about, or be like, hey, I'm not a fan of it. Win me over,
But you
please.
don't care about DC.
But
so-
win me over, please. That's all I ask. I want something other than Marvel. And DC would be the only primary thing to
Man,
give
we
me
can watch
something.
Spawn tomorrow.
Spawn can fuck right off.
We can watch Hellboy tomorrow.
Which one?
All of them are great. All 2 of them.
No, the David Harbour one I heard sucked.
That's a third one that we don't talk about.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but I'll watch Rod Perlman. That's fine. But I'm just wondering, like, I want to like DC, and Blue Beetle is a good start. Pacemaker was pretty cool. I didn't watch the show, but
Peacemaker is amazing.
the Suicide's fun. Those guys,
Yeah.
that one was better, right? But there was a billion characters, and half of them died. So it's like, okay,
I don't
that's the
think
point of them.
anyone actually that mattered died.
Pokemon,
except for the yellow-
Pokemon died, and
yeah,
I liked
they did.
him. I enjoyed him. But that's the thing, right? That was the whole point of that movie, is that anybody dies
And the first
anytime.
squad died.
Yeah, but they're irrelevant.
Nobody
That's
cared.
like 10 guys.
yeah, yeah, like Pete Davidson died or something. So,
That was a great part. I don't like Pete Davidson.
well, that's fine. But the point is that nothing about this. I know this is like appealing to man children who are 37 years old or 49 who watched the original Batman back in the 80s, and they're like, oh my god, my childhood's still alive. And it's like, it's not. Your childhood's fucking dead, and it should have stayed dead. But they've dragged back Michael Keaton to do this, just to make more fat
But I
checks,
don't
and I'm
even
happy
care
for
that
him.
Michael Keaton's in this.
A lot of people do, though.
I mean-
and what do you care about in this movie?
It just seems to be because I like Flashpoint for one. I am a DC comic reader. I've never
Okay.
given a fuck about
And
Marvel
Flashpoint,
comics.
the premise of Flashpoint was him resetting the timeline for some reason, right?
Yes.
It's exactly what it says in the trailer. He tried to save his mom.
Oh. But his mom deserved to die from whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But point is that things happen. I get wanting to be a god and changing it, and things go crazy.
It's not wanting to be a god. It's wanting to
It's
save
not
your
wanting
mom.
to be a god. Yeah,
Well, he is a
it's
god. That's how they treat all these things. But the thing is that he has the power to do so he does it without thinking of anything. That would be compelling in its own right.
Yeah,
But
that's what this
for some
is.
reason, they added a bunch of other noise just to.
We don't even know how. I mean, it depends on the runtime, and a lot of these characters might not even be in it because
Hey,
we've
Ricardo.
definitely been.
You know who says that? Fucking man children. Shut it. And so, no, I'm a man. Everyone's a man child. We're all fucking. We all need to fucking grow up, but we're not gonna. It's just the level of where we're not gonna. And
I thought the whole point of therapy is to take care of your inner child.
oh no, your inner child, like he's dead. You gotta take care of him, but he's dead.
I don't think that's how
Like,
it works.
like he's like a ghost. He's like Casper. It's like, hey man, sorry you went out like that, and you pet his head, and then he's like, I'll do better for you. But he's still there. He still floats around you as like a specter. But that motherfucker just needs to die. Your inner child. It needs to be done.
I'm not.
I'm tired. I'm tired of 70-year-old men. There's gonna be Michael Keane's gonna be 95 years old, and they're gonna put him on a green screen in a suit of armor.
Like, this isn't even the worst example of this. We have Harrison Ford coming back for Indiana Jones 7.
That's all he has.
What do you mean?
Harrison Ford is gonna be fucking Red Hulk and then die. It's gonna be an in memoriam.
That's literally something else that he has.
I know, but it's gonna be an in memoriam, and he's gonna die by the time that movie is aired. I'm calling my shot. You guys want me to kill celebrities? I'm sorry. Harrison Ford, you're done. You're out. You wanted to die in Star Wars so bad, now you're dying in everything. In life. I don't know why I'm so fucking sour today, but I just want to like this. I just want to.
I mean, you haven't seen
Sounds
it
like
yet.
you don't. Actually, you went on an entire rant about how you don't.
But because it's not doing anything I want it to, which is do something fun and new and original, and it's just
it
not.
can't. It's time travel.
Right.
And it's based on a comic that already can't do anything new if it's based on a comic.
What's gonna happen to Aquaman?
He's gonna get flashpointed.
He's gonna go fight Vin Diesel.
That's fair. I'm okay with that. Or he's gonna be Lobo again. I don't care, and then everyone's so
He'd be a
excited.
good Lobo.
What do you care about this trailer, if at all, JJ?
The spectacle. Spectacle.
Yeah, I'm not spectacularized.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know this was real.
What is it?
I just clicked it and I didn't know it was making noise.
What is it?
Apparently a Joker trailer dropped. I don't know if it's real.
Oh, that's not real.
Figured
That's Lady Gaga from
you would know.
Shallow Now. Not the artist, the songwriter. The fuck's the name of that movie? That she was with Bradley Cooper. Rocky Raccoon. Star is Born. Thank you. A Star is Born. Come on, man. Stop falling for fake trailers. You're better than that.
It's on your For You page. That means you fell for it.
No, that's the Mexcellent suggestion bullshit. There's all sorts of Meat Canyon random shit that I don't appreciate in that.
Meat candy?
Meat Canyon. TJ's creepy comics that he makes us watch sometimes.
They're hilarious.
They're very, yeah. I don't find the humor in it, but they're there.
25 cents is all it takes.
Now let's watch some meat candy. No.
Oh my god! No.
Well, I guess let's jump into the next segment, which is reviewing Mando. People are already debating in the chat whether how we're gonna feel about it. JJ, why don't you start us off?
I liked it. I will admit that this is probably the weaker of the 3 seasons, and I've been mulling over it a bit. I think the reason it's probably the weakest, because a lot happens in it.
Yeah.
But since this is sort of the first one where we don't have a overarching plot. In season 1 and 2, we had he finds Grogu, get Grogu to Jedi.
Yes.
And that's the overarching plot of seasons 1 and 2. There are bumps in the road, there are side adventures, but every episode is one step closer to Jedi.
Jump in the Razor Crest, have a ball, move on with mission.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't have that. This one doesn't have a overarching plot. I mean, it does at the very end, but you don't see it, and it's not as clear throughout the season as it was in the first 2.
Well, Sam?
I hated every minute. I'm kidding. No. No. It was this series, season 3 specifically, was marred by a bunch of different things that were all to its detriment, and that was really frustrating to watch because I am not a baby, and I didn't watch Star Wars VeggieTales, as Gertz lovingly calls it, with the Clone Wars, Ahsoka's, and Rebels, and all of those other ones, where the Mandalorians had a whole bunch of lore established about the planet catching fire and all this other stuff, and what's her name, Bo-Katan, having all sorts of cool adventures. All that stuff happened in the cartoons that were made for little babies, and I'm not a little baby, so I didn't watch it. I know adults would like it, but I just cannot sit through 30-minute episodes of children's programming to
I think they're 10 minutes.
Are they 10 minutes?
No, so there's 2 series that were called the Clone Wars.
Okay.
And the reason they look like VeggieTales is because of the first one. The first one was 10-minute shorts that were pretty much made by Genndy Tartakovsky.
Right. That's the 3D ones or the cartoon ones?
That was the cartoon.
The cartoon ones. I saw those because I was of age at that time.
Yeah, those were 10-minute, 5-minute shorts that were aired as bumpers in between different Cartoon Network programming.
Right.
During the premiere of the Clone Wars movie, like episode 2, Attack of the Clones, I think. They decided to expand upon it with the 3D animated show later on.
And that became canon versus the Tartakovsky ones were not canon. To my understanding.
Canon-ish.
Canon. It may have introduced some things. So then they made all the series. Bad Batch and Clone Wars and
Bad Batch way later.
I know, but that's like 2 years ago. But was the other ones Rebels with all the ones that my little nieces and nephews watched growing up that had no idea about. Sabine is a Mandalorian with purple armor, and the Darksaber came out of nowhere. And they
do a good job of explaining the Darksaber in the last season.
Right. So they do, but they try to develop all that lore. But if you watched all that other literature, then you're like, cool, I understand where this is going. This is already enhancing what I already know. If you're watching it like me for the first time, you're like, okay, Darksaber, whoever got it. Okay, Bo-Katan, disgraced former queen of something, cool. Sacrifice your people, cool, got it. And you're just trying to catch up. And so a lot of it is very light. Hey, I'm going to tell you about this thing versus me either knowing it or them spending the time to explain it or in a way that's kind of meaningful. Then the other thing that this is marred by is the fact that fucking Boba Fett exists. The Book of Boba Fett fucked everything up between season 2 and 3 because I hated Book of Boba Fett more than I hated this. But you have to watch it to get why the fuck Dan is doing any of the shit he's doing this season. How he got unredeemed, how he got the Darksaber, how they had beef with Paz Vizsla, how Grogu's back in the fucking Naboo Starfighter shit. Now, is it only 2 episodes or 3 episodes of Boba Fett? Sure. But that's the whole fucking point. Yeah, it's the last 3, I believe. 6, 7, and 9 or something like that. But do you have to go watch those for it to make any fucking sense? Absolutely. And then you're treated with random episodes like this doctor who wants to do cloning stuff.
There's only one. I was actually weirded out that it was like, I thought we were going to get Star Wars Atlanta for a little bit.
Right, where it's just slice of life, whatever the fuck. But no, they just do that one time because, was it Bryce Dallas Howard?
I want you to know that
It was to establish that
the girl is evil.
Right.
And that the Empire still exists.
It took too fucking long. Get to the point.
I agree with you. That's the worst episode.
Yeah. And you were excited about it. You were like, it's like Andor. And I'm like, no, Andor was like a fine cuisine.
Yes, but it just went further away, and then I was like, oh, that's why they did it. Which, like, I agree with JJ. It's the worst part of season 3.
And then Lizzo and Jack Black came out of nowhere, and that was fine. People got mad about it. My biggest thing is just I have no
Serenity
issue.
is all about it. Serenity is saying, like, that was the thing that got his jollies up the most.
What, Lizzo? Oh, yeah. But the only problem with me with that is that I still am not used to American accents in Star Wars.
Oh, I'm glad.
It's super distracting for me. Like, fucking...
Mando doesn't talk in an accent.
He has a little, but he has a modifier. So it's like, okay, so he's got a modifier, and then Lizzo's kind of doing like this fake Shakespeare.
Luke
Jack Black is
didn't
Jack Black.
speak with an accent.
You're right, actually.
Han didn't speak with an accent.
It was weird.
Didn't speak with an accent.
It was weird.
The only one with an accent was Obi-Wan. And he dies in the first act.
It was weird 70s talk, all right? It wasn't like modern English.
70s. That's a reach.
It's not a reach.
I do get it. If you count the prequels, there's a lot of British accents, but...
Well, no, in the original series, everybody but the good guys was British because they went to they shot it in the Europes because it was cheaper. Tunisia and shit. And all the crew was British and shit. So everyone talks like this, except for like Luke, who's really squeaky, Han Solo with a very unique voice. What's his name? What's his actual name? Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
And then Carrie Fisher Carrie
Just
Fisher.
wish death upon.
Yes. It happens to all of us, and I'm sure others have done it to me too. Just passing the goodwill around. And then Carrie Fisher is fucking Carrie Fisher, one of the most charismatic people ever. Jack Black being one of the most charismatic people ever, but he barely worked in it, and it was just a little distracting. But
I
as
didn't
I
actually feel like they were distracting because I saw everyone complain about it for a week before I saw it, and then I saw it and I was like, no, they're just not good actors the way that Jack Black is not. He's not. It's not that he's a bad actor. It's just that he's
not what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
To be good.
Yeah.
But then you got Gideon, fucking Giancarlo Esposito, and he's just fucking Shakespearean with the shit, and that's why it works. Because the ones that brought up James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones was Shakespearean with the shit. It was intimidating, and so like that somehow works.
Yeah.
But yeah, just little things like that. And then the rest of it, I can barely fucking remember what happens. He bathes him, like everything just kind of happened. Like, oh, I need to go bathe myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Yeah.
And then he did, and then it was fine. And then it's like, oh, we got to find these other Boba Fetts. And then they did, and then it was fine. And then everyone was Boba Fett's. And I was kind of like, wow, why is everyone fucking Boba Fett?
We did this whole other beef trailer with no spoilers, and you're like, here's the entire show.
That thing happens.
A lot of things happen.
A lot of things happen.
But in like one episode at a time.
It goes back to what I was saying, where it feels like there's no overarching plot.
Right.
Yeah.
But there is.
Which is, gotta get all the Boba Fetts together.
The problem is that, it doesn't establish itself until later on in the show. Because when I came into it, like episode 1, I thought, okay, the quest this season's got to be getting to Mandalore and getting redeemed because it's a dead planet.
Right. And they did it in like 2 seconds.
And then it happens in episode 1. I'm like, well, okay, so I guess the overarching plot of this is going to be convincing Bo-Katan to like get her groove back. It's episode 2. Like,
also, we established a bunch of rules about the Darksaber. Here, you have the Darksaber now because I talked it away. It's like,
no, she did legitimately win it in combat.
against him? Oh, because no, he was bested by some other motherfucker, and then she beat the other guy.
Yeah, but it is kind of funny on that note.
But the robot guy can't challenge. He's not Mandalorian. He can't challenge for the Darksaber.
He was defeated in combat. Somebody else got it. But they do kind of explain it, which is it is. I do agree with you that it is kind of an issue that when Mandalorian, the reason Mandalorian season 1 works so much is like all you had to know is Mandalorian. Like you didn't like. There was no other connecting factors.
Right. There was cowboys and sheriffs and creepy weird aliens, and that was it.
So it is kind of a hindrance sometimes where it's just like, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's a hindrance as much as I just don't get the excitement. Like when people saw Bo-Katan in season 2, I was like, I forgot, there's a purple alien in season 2 that he talks to the Jedi guy. In episode 3 or 4, he talks to the pilot.
Oh, yeah, that guy's in something too. Yeah.
No. And then I saw Carlos get all excited about it. He was like, oh, yeah, like it's really cool. It's this reference to that. I just don't get the benefit of that.
Right. Well, no, that's what Star Wars is now. It's a lot of little references of all the things.
That's why
it's all the homework. And we're getting to the point where I can't do all the homework because I'm not a child. I don't have the physical time to watch all the episodes because there's other things that, I mean, if I were to watch other things, there's other things to watch that are age appropriate of my time, of my interest. And
I just don't think it takes away. It just, you don't get the cherry. That's all it is.
Right. But it's like, oops, all fucking cherries. It's like,
I mean, that's what Mando is.
Eat
but
these
I can
bowl
watch
of cherries. I'm like, no, I need to eat food, guys. I need a piece of chicken.
But that's why I skip shows like Obi-Wan. I can still enjoy this show and not have berries.
I like the first season of this show so much when it was not as bogged down and a lot of things were original and it was a little more gritty and it took its time, and this just did not take its time. It was just so fast all the time to points that we didn't know we were going to go. And it's one thing to be taken on an adventure where you're being whisked away. This one was just more like, what am I doing here? And I felt like that the whole time.
Well, they do tell you, but it's just not overarching like JJ says.
But but why tell me? Just show me a whole new world.
They do show you Mando.
No, but like
I mean Mandalore.
Mandalore. No, but do it like fucking Aladdin did on the Princess Carpet Ride. It's like, here, look at all these cool things. Come along and see the adventures and the vistas.
It's not cool. It's been nuked and to shit.
Right. Well, then be like, all right, we got like when he went down to the caverns and stuff. For some reason they're making R2D5 a fucking hero because they want to sell more toys. Sure, that's fine, but like
Actually, that didn't bother me. And this is weird
R5.
to say.
I'm sorry.
Well, just real quick to get back to the cherries. Because in the cartoons or whatever, the Darksaber is important, at least something important. In the show, like Mando's treated like, that doesn't mean shit to us.
It's just fucking it's nothing.
So it was like, I can still enjoy it because it's just a prop.
Yeah,
like
but then you're like, then you're getting rid of this whole big thing where it's
they literally get rid of it.
I know, but they have all this reverence for it, and then it's like the same thing like Rian Johnson. It's just like, it don't fucking matter. Nothing matters. Jedi doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. Bye. And then it becomes boring. There's no stakes.
Okay, this is my only random gripe, if we're going to gripe for a little bit.
I'm just griping.
Yeah. A lot of things about Star Wars, just because everything has to be cyclical, just makes everybody in this universe seem really dumb, because it's like the whole thing about the Jedi is we preserve the good side of the Force.
Right.
They can't.
They're the fucking Pinkertons. They're the goddamn Pinkertons of the whole galaxy.
They cannot go 10 years without turning to the evil side of the Force. Like, maybe it's like every other decade, someone is like, all right, like, time to go evil.
Right. Well, you can't give people god powers and a laser sword and be like, do good, bye.
I mean,
it's literally cops. It's literally cops. You can't be like, hey, guys, you're in charge of everything. Here's a gun. That's why cops beat up people, because they want to
don't break strikes.
Actually, no, they just break up fucking Trade Federation regulations and shit. That was a whole thing that they did on episode 1.
But side note, just to
fucking
go back to people sucking in this universe, I just thought it was really dumb that the Mando spent all their time training. Like, you get this cool montage of them shooting shit in the bay and things, and it's like, all right, now you're gonna lose a duel to this one guy, it takes 3 Mandos, kind of, or 2.5 if you count Grogu, to beat one general.
Right, who has a fucking mech suit now. But that's the thing, everyone's a fucking Boba Fett now. That's really what the ultimate thing that makes me not care about this anymore, was that I thought Boba Fett was rare and unique.
Well, they're all dead now.
Not all of them, but I thought Boba Fett was unique and cool, and people.
I never thought Boba Fett was cool.
Well, people did. People thirsted for it, and like, yeah, no, he's no good to me, did. And then Mando comes out, and it's like, oh, it's the Boba Fett show. But then Mando became his own unique character. Now there's 30,000 Boba Fetts, and they're all getting killed in various manners because apparently Beskar is undefeatable until it needs to be. And then Paz Vizsla can take on.
Beskar doesn't do anything against giant turtles.
I guess.
And giant birds.
Right. And then.
Well, the kid wasn't digested.
No, but there was helmets in the nest that is like, it had killed Mandos before.
Yeah, they took off their helmets though. So they're no longer Mando.
Yeah, so they're just
Beskar lost all its power.
They're just orphans. Yeah, the power of Beskar comes from being an orphan and pledging allegiance to the flag. If you don't do that, then you lose all your Beskar powers. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like what made Mando unique and cool was having this rare fucking Beskar. We had to go find fucking cubes of it to make a fucking pauldron. And now it's like everyone's got it. Everyone's got it, and everyone's bulletproof until they die. And it's like, okay.
JJ, can you actually explain that one? How, like, I love the Paz scene, but how Paz is able to kill Beskar stormtroopers?
It was a Beskar alloy.
Oh, is that what
that's what they
It's
said?
not pure Beskar.
Yeah.
And none of the other Mandos have pure Beskar armor either. That's why theirs isn't shiny.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. Was that explained in this show or in the other
Season
shows?
1. That's why like Mando's is all shiny, because he got that big cache load of
Beskar.
So it was enough to make a full set.
Oh. See, I thought everybody had like cool Beskar
They have
armors.
some Beskar, but Beskar was
rare.
It was only on Mandalore, and Mandalore's dead. So like it's only the scraps that are still floating around in the galaxy.
And now everybody's got more Beskar. Because now they have robots
Well, they
with
got
it.
alloys. So.
Well, they can melt it down and refine it. And now they got the forge, so they're going to get all the suits and reforge the Mandos.
I guess we'll see. I don't know where the season kind of goes at this point.
Fucking Grogu's got a mech. Everything's fine
this
now.
Feels like a good close-off point.
Yeah,
Right.
Like if it ends there, I'd be satisfied.
But anything past this is just like you just run into the Empire at the. I mean, yeah, the new ones at this point.
Well,
the new
we
movies.
discovered that they're no longer mercenaries for hire, or are they still?
They're still mercenaries.
Yeah, so they're just a bunch of mercenaries. They're all kind of undefeatable for the most part, give or take. The bad guys have bad guy suits and armors, and now they got cloning powers. So now Emperor Palpatine can suddenly return.
Well, technically, they destroyed the lab.
but the technology exists, and now
They destroyed
Palpatine can
Moff
suddenly return.
Gideon's lab. He was cloning himself.
And he was also
He's
going to give him...
also like Captain America a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's been trying to isolate the Force gene.
Midichlorians. He's trying to get midichlorians in his body.
We don't talk about those.
No, but they brought it back. That's what he was implying,
Well,
right?
it is funny.
He was implying it, but he didn't know what midichlorians were. He didn't say midichlorians. He said, "I need to isolate the thing."
Right.
That's actually what I thought is actually very funny that somebody has brought up in random comments that I was reading that it has been pseudo redcon because the word midichlorians is only said once in all of the prequels.
Right.
And it's just like it's like saying they're saying like, oh, that dude's old and doesn't know what he was talking about. It's like picking up a person and be like, oh, you have a lot of chlorine in your blood. like they just never talk about it again and acknowledge it. It's like, sure, whatever you think, weirdo.
No, you don't give a kid a blood test and have a number show up and be like, your iron count's low. It's like, no, it means something.
Or does it? Because
midichlorians are real.
Or is it real? Because we're living in a universe where the same robot that you used for birth is used to torture you.
Dude, it's like it's like penicillin. Just because it was old timey doesn't mean it still don't work. Midichlorians essentially are penicillin in my brain. Where it's the 20s. They found it in the 20s what midichlorians were, which is the equivalent to what the time is now. It's like what 60 years.
Penicillin is starting to not work. By the way. That's why it's regulated.
Also, it is still coming back to that is the only time they have mentioned midichlorian. I buy into that like bullshit.
Midichlorians are real. Qui-Gon is a blood purist.
Look, I know you were a child when the prequels came out, but that doesn't mean everything's canon from them.
But they still reference them. That was
They've
the
never
point.
mentioned midichlorians again, even in the
but
prequels.
That's because they fucked up in the outer world. In our real world, they realized, we could just blood test kids and find out if they have
Glasgow
the Force.
knows it too. Qui-Gon Jinn was just a New Age guru hooked on pseudoscience.
But why did Obi-Wan believe it? But why did Obi-Wan get?
Because he was his apprentice. He was his little Andrew Tate follower.
Look it.
Qui-Gon Jinn was an Alpha G Jedi. That's why he went against. That's why the Council was so pissed off about everything he did.
But the Council knew. They were like, "That's a Force you have." Like even if they didn't go off the word midichlorian, they knew he had a lot of Force. So there might be a correlation between having a lot of midichlorians, a lot of Force, and so when fucking Gideon is like, "I want to give my body the Force," it's like that Michael Jackson song, "The Force has got a lot of power, it makes me oh." That's what Moff Gideon was trying to do to himself.
I mean, but there's
With
just
midichlorian
nothing to
bones.
back it. There's as much backing up your point as there is Qui-Gon Jinn being a New Age guru. Like, that's the only thing that they never reference it again ever in all the 9 movies. And I don't even know if they reference it in the Clone Wars. I mean, only JJ would know.
That's because midichlorians were a mistake. But you can't undo that.
You can. It's retconning, and they do it all the time. Somehow the Emperor lived is literally lines from this.
Right,
series.
but they're trying to retcon that by making cloning like a super palatable and easy thing to have access to. Because that guy's fucking record is going to be on the hard drive, and Palpatine's going to be like, "Give me the serum," and then he's going to start making Snokes.
I don't know. We're gonna get that because we would probably need another.
No, because they're going to make another Mando 4, and Gideon's going to be cloned somewhere else so that Giancarlo Esposito can have more jobs. And then he's going to have Force powers, and then Luke and him are going to fight. And then Thrawn gets to show up, and Thrawn is from books, and I don't read those damn books. But people are excited that he's going to be in Ahsoka Tano.
Something new that you'll love.
Yeah, Thrawn should have been the sequel trilogy.
Bad guy.
Thrawn straight up.
Everyone,
should've been
and
the
you know
sequel
what?
trilogy.
The same way I was not excited about Flashpoint coming out is the same way I want to be excited about Thrawn. Everyone likes Thrawn. They say he's a cool, spooky guy, and I'm down with cool, spooky general guys that are smarter than everybody. I think is his big power. So please give me that, and not a bunch of Power Ranger Mandos doing God knows what.
The Mandos are going to fight him, so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, but like, I just make them do battle like they did, like when they were flying on the jetpacks. That was cool. Like in the final battle.
I thought I actually don't have an issue with there being Mandos. The only thing that I have, and I mean, I know this goes into like we're trying to figure out who this other spy was, is those random Mandos on the raft. Just sailing
the
around.
the hobo Mandos. Yeah, it's like cool. More toys.
Technically, they're all hobos since.
Yeah, but I will say that Hasbro, you guys are fucking brilliant.
Till all are one.
What?
Hasbro, till all are one.
Till all are, oh my god. But instead of having an IG-88 toy and a Baby Yoda toy being packaged with all the fucking Mando toys, now they could just put the toys inside each other and they could sell that as one. And people will actually buy it.
I don't know how I went from hating that to actually liking that thing.
It makes sense. You know what? Because
it's a Gundam. He's got a mobile suit.
It's a mobile suit. It's a Gundam. No, it's...
And the fact that it could only say two things
Yes.
from annoying to funny, really.
Oh, yeah. I was saying, wait. No. No. Fucking holding a grape or something, a fucking pear. No, but like Grogu not having to fucking skedaddle everywhere and like, God.
This hand of mine glows with an awesome power.
No. No. And then the Babu Fricks. I love the Babu Fricks.
No squeezy.
No, it's easy. That baby. Oh, I love Babu Fricks, whatever those are called. That's the one greatest thing to come out of that new trilogy is just Babu Frick.
I kind of do like the Gundam.
I just like that.
I was expecting the Char theme to start hitting.
Yeah, but like now Grogu can do fucking laser blast. They can give him guns and stuff, and they can have adventures. Because him hopping around like a little weirdo, it's just not working for me.
I also don't kind of fully understand how he looks so shitty when he hops in front of the kid, but at the end when he's fighting Darth Esposito,
Darth Esposito. That's I
The
like
sequel
that
to Despacito.
Darth Esposito.
he actually is moving around really good.
Yeah.
Those scenes look awesome.
Right. I think because they
All
had
the
their
budget
feet.
was in those last 2 episodes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
They had an extra, just throw the Grogu in the...
Probably because they were like, look, when they were scripting it, because I mean, it's hard to imagine they had much of a plan.
Right.
But they totally had to plan out this final battle, and they're like, we should probably save as much as we can in the earlier episodes.
Right.
So that we can throw all of the budget on this.
Yeah, let's bring back Christopher Lloyd and put him on a giant green screen. And that's it.
The entire show is on a giant screen.
I know, but like it was very obvious on those scenes where they're like in that great hall where it's like, I'm sorry, princess, I ruined
Made
your
in
party.
Unreal. They probably are missing an update because it's Unreal 5 now.
Yeah. But the fact they got Doc Brown in there, sure, he's elderly.
Oh,
Fine.
I am always surprised that he's still
Alive?
like, kicking it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, Christopher Lloyd should not be the new Rick Sanchez. I think Rick and Morty needs to die.
I'm down for this.
That's just because you don't like Rick and Morty.
I used to. I have toys. I met him at the fucking Rickmobile.
Yeah. I do think that it did fix itself this last season, but I don't know how they do the show now.
And I don't know how they do with Mando now. I don't know what happens with Mando.
I like the idea of and then they bounty hunted happily ever after. The end.
Right.
Well, the only issue with Mando, and I remember because the first season of Mando came out before the last movie came out.
Yeah.
And someone was like, "Oh, they're just gonna put his ship in the final fight to just say he's still alive," kind of thing. Like they were gonna CGI it.
Oh, they say that about a lot of shit. Like was it Dash Rengar? No, not the dude from Shadows of the Empire, because that is Dash.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
We had an expert
People
here.
are like, he's there. If you want to believe that he's there in the final battle, he's there.
Yeah. And like Ezra Miller's there. What's his name? Ezra Dean.
Ezra Miller. So the Flash is there.
It's a Rebels character, Ezra something, I forget. But apparently his ship was back there too, and he's also gonna be
Ezra
in
Bridger.
Ezra Bridger. There you go. And then now you got Ahsoka, and I'm not gonna know what the fuck is going on in that show at all.
It's got Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, I don't know
You
what the
finally
fuck.
got a Hispanic Jedi.
She's orange. You don't count. It's not the same. It's not the same.
You don't know. Maybe on a planet with 2 suns, Mexicans will be orange.
No, we already knew that Alderaan was Mexicans, and they got blowed up. Jimmy Smits was the fucking chancellor, and he's
Alderaan does
Hispanic.
not look like Mexican.
No, it didn't look like you can't never been to Alderaan. Actually, you did go to. Now you have gone to Alderaan. But Jimmy Smits was literally the most important Mexican there, and Flea's Mexican by heart. And then Leia is canonically
Ezra,
Mexican.
not Ezra.
Oh, sure, whatever. Yeah, no, Andor got blowed up, and Poe Dameron is doing God knows what. We don't know where he's at in the world. He's probably not coming back for that Rey trilogy. Finn definitely ain't coming back for that
see
tree
that
film.
Rey trilogy.
I just want to see her collect that check and be happy because she didn't deserve what she got, and I don't really care anymore. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna care.
I want it to open with Rey dying, and it's just the Grogu series.
No, it's gonna be Rey and Grogu. It's gonna be Rey and Grogu because the Mando's gonna die.
Is he
Eventually.
gonna get his Mando helmet finally?
Yes. Did you see the fan art that I put in the chat? That was just like the Mando. It was little Yoda with the blaster and the helmet. That'd
Right,
be dope.
but that's the thing. Like a lot of time has to pass for Grogu to start talking. Like another 50 years probably, and it just ruins all the continuity. So Grogu's they're gonna be a little baby forever. And he's not. He's gonna have a mech. And he's gonna say
he's gonna be
no.
a teenager like Groot. It doesn't make sense for Groot to change 3 times in 2 movies.
He's a tree though. It makes a little more sense than a baby.
Do you know how slow trees grow?
Yeah, but he's a sentient fucking tree. You can make your own rules for sentient trees. But for babies, or you're like he's an infant and he's
The
50
waters
years
of
old.
Mandalore aged him.
That's dumb. Or the mythosaur eats him and then the time vortex in his
Maybe
belly.
he was experimented on a little bit in season 1. We don't know.
He definitely was
I would
experimented.
like to see the baby. No, he's 50 years old and an infant, and so another 50 years go by and he'll be like a year old.
No, because he's already like an infant. He can
Right.
already like move around and make goo goo gaga sounds. So he's like 2.
Right, and he can
another 50
communicate yes or
years
no.
and he'll be 4. That's a child. That'll be fine.
Mando will be dead by then, and I don't even know what part of the age of
Mando's going to
Empire
stop
will be.
aging because of the waters of Mandalore.
Yeah. He's gonna get some of that mythosaur blood in him.
Shit, fucking. Hey, I'm just saying, Pedro Pascal can do the voice because he wasn't in that suit fucking once this season. He
didn't
was
know that.
just the voice. Yeah, it was apparently the stunt double guy was doing all the body work, and then it was just Pedro Pascal. Like,
Hey man, he was really busy.
Yeah. He's carrying 2 streaming services on his back by himself.
right, and being a sex icon, being harassed on TikTok with sexy perverted questions,
And like making a movie with Nick Cage.
Oh yeah.
and Wonder Woman.
See? There's a lot. Couldn't save that universe.
That one wasn't on him though.
He's the best part of that movie.
He is. And Kingsman too.
Is he the bad guy in Kingsman 2? I keep seeing the
he becomes the bad guy at the end.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that. No.
Yeah,
Wait, is that
that's
the
why.
Kingsman or Kingsman 2?
Kingsman 2.
I didn't know. I didn't even see that one. I just saw it open with Prince, and I was like, "This makes me sad" because Prince just died, and then they immediately started licensing his songs off.
Well, JJ, review. Final thoughts and your score.
Final thoughts. This season is kind of a scattershot, and yeah, there is a lot of lore that's pulling from the Clone Wars, and if you didn't watch that, you might be a little lost. But even for some, because even I didn't finish all of the Clone Wars, and I could follow this pretty well. I didn't make it to a lot of the Bo-Katan stuff, so your mileage may vary there, but this is kind of the weakest one. If the other 2 seasons were a 10, this is probably an 8.
Did you think the other 2 seasons were 10?
Yeah, let's say I did.
First one? Well, the first one I would say close to a 10. Second one, wasn't a fan of Luke coming back.
I do remember that part like bugging me a lot. I'm
It
like,
was
damn, like they told us.
We
they
knew
showed
that
us-
was gonna happen. That was the end goal of the quest.
Right.
That-
I understand, but they didn't need to show me that Mando was a badass for 2 seasons just for him to be owned by robots that Luke can defeat without even trying.
that's Luke has to be that though. Like,
I get it, but still.
But it was just like, man, Mando is having a really hard time with these dark troopers. I love the stakes here. And then it's like, laser swords are perfect. And then it's just like, okay, I get it. Like you said, you had to do it. But I didn't want it to happen that way. The reason why I was on my phone, though, was I'm trying to find doing this. Oh, that scene where they're doing the Axe Wolves thing where they're setting... trying to think which episode this is. Guns for Hire with Bryce Dallas Howard. I remember watching that shit and I was like, I hate this, but it's shot really well, and I really want a Bryce Dallas Howard Star Wars anything. I think she's the best director of Star Wars. Maybe not writer like Filoni and what's his name got it. Favreau. I think they got it, like the writing and the stuff down, but directing, Bryce Dallas Howard is fucking awesome in all the episodes she does. Even if I don't like the episode, I go, this one's really good, and then it was like directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. And I was like, fuck yeah. Because she also did that one in Boba Fett. And I was like, this is fucking perfect. So I give this like a 7, but like a boring 7. Like it was just like, okay, I watched it this week. I did my workout and then I moved on with my life. And I wasn't excited until the next week and I said, "Oh, okay." And then I moved on with my life. There was no staying power. There was no feeling really. I didn't care. But it wasn't bad. It was just there. And I think that might even be worse to some extent. But I'm going to play with my Mando toy.
Is that a euphemism?
No, if I was playing with my Grogu, that'd be the euphemism.
I'm gonna give
That
this.
is a child, sir.
It's a little green guy. That's what I was getting at. Don't ask questions.
He needs manscaped.
Yes.
I might be manscaping too hard. Man. It's changing colors.
I'm implying that my wee-wee is small, green, and pointy-eared. That's on the internet forever. That's on the internet
So
forever.
that's why he loves the Weed Whacker so much.
Weed Whacker 4.0.
This show does something weird where it meanders a lot, but I would say the second half is pretty solid. Once they go to Mandalore, and
Yeah, once the overarching plot is established,
yeah,
it gets good.
Also, we got to eat popsicles on fucking Coruscant for some reason. Okay, like that's what I hated about this fucking
Wait,
show.
what? I
That
don't
was the
even
side.
remember that part.
That was the side mission with the clones.
Uh-huh.
The whole big point was that he was eating lollipops on Coruscant while they were having a deep conversation about the ethics of cloning.
I don't remember that.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That happened the same season as Jack Black and Lizzo having
It was
crazy,
a boring episode.
crazy
Oh.
pirate adventures.
Oh, that part also, like, I was okay with it because I was like, I thought it was funny that Mando was just randomly like, I'm gonna kick this robot. I'm gonna kick this.
Exactly.
And the whole idea of repurposing droids just to manual labor, I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes sense. It was cool, but it's just so. And I hope that noise was on my entire expression.
I mean, yeah, the camera's on you. But
But for the audio listeners,
It kind of sounds like you enjoyed it.
no.
it's just the shit just gets kind of put in a hole because I mean I don't know if it was Key or one of my other friends that was telling me that they wanted to write Grogu off for a little bit.
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to write Grogu off for a little bit and have him do his own adventures, but somebody was like, no, we need to sell Grogu toys.
And that's why capitalism ruins everything.
I don't know, man. I still saw Swarm and Beef. Those are two really good shows.
But did they have plushies?
I don't need plushies.
Then they're not going to get a second and third season.
They don't need a second season.
Fair.
I think
Touche.
actually, it's kind of funny that a lot of the properties, like Watchmen is one of my favorite ones, and they didn't have any plushies, or that's perfect 10 out of 10.
Well, they have the little smiley faces with the bullet in the head.
Yeah, but that's just from the comic. That's
I
not
know,
from the show.
but they
there's
have
no,
some
There's no
branding.
comedian in the show. It's all black people.
But they still use the font typeface for the Watchmen. And we need to sell more Grogu toys is really what we're saying. And that's the reason why you got a mech, and that's okay too.
No.
And that's
no,
why
no,
the Naboo.
No.
Hey, and they had a whole bunch of episode 1 Naboo Starfighter toy shells that they needed to reuse, and so they brought that sucker back with a little Grogu capsule that he never fucking uses, and they just retrofitted to put a droid back there anyway.
I remember like people like nerd arguing that it's just like, how is he supposed to get bounties now?
He doesn't. That's the thing. And nobody
But
cares.
he's still a
cold.
bounty hunter. What?
Bring him in cold.
I guess so. That's the only way you can do it.
Exactly.
He's just gonna drag him.
But I can't wait for Mando to see a pod race somewhere else in the next season because they got to bring back the pod racing toys, and they're not going to do it in Andor or Ahsoka. So they have to bring back the pod racing toys. So they got to bring back pod racing. They're due because pod racing is one of the most beloved things of Star Wars.
Boba Fett's not getting a season 2.
That's true. Yeah, they're gonna go to Boonta Eve again. God damn it! They brought a Boonta Eve and Mando the other fucking time.
I'm okay with Boba Fett being like the children's toy show if I get more Andor type shows.
Yeah, but like they're not gonna do Andor type shows because it doesn't make them money.
Andor literally ended on season 1, and I mean, Andor is very highly rated. A lot of people watched it, and they pushed it so hard they put in
a season
Hulu.
2, and well, they got it on season 2. They're planning on doing Andor season 2, and they're planning on bringing back Andy Serkis. If you watch that fucking movie show, whatever, That makes no goddamn sense, and which is why it's like
him being like, I can't swim.
yeah, he's like, I can't swim, and it's implied that
there's still
no,
plenty of
but
ways
it's
to
implied
escape.
that he has a sad fucking death, and that meant something to the story of Cassian Andor. And if they just bring him back, it's not gonna fucking matter as much. And I'm tired of things not mattering.
I didn't think that was a death sentence. That was a question mark.
That should be a death sentence.
I don't think it was a death sentence.
Let me know in the
There are
comments down
plenty of
below.
kids who can't swim, and they make it.
In an ocean desolated with miles and miles of nothing around.
Yeah.
We'll find a way. Life finds a way.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Jeff Goldblum
Jurassic
saying.
Park, and those suck too.
JJ, I got a present for you.
Hooray!
Yeah, I already gave him his present that gave him this time. Show him your present.
I got one more. I saw. So I am like 5 deep on movies that I need to see. Oh, that is awesome.
It's a Terry Bogard soda. Show the people. Are you okay?
Yes. Buster Wolf.
There you go.
I'm 5 movies deep that I want to see. Right now, movies made a kind of a comeback. I want to see Evil Dead.
Yeah, I need that one.
I think you already saw D&D.
Yep.
What's another one that I want to see? Well, there's a whole bunch of
Renfield?
What?
Renfield.
That's another one.
The one with Joaquin Phoenix.
No, even though I heard that one was really good, bows and everything. But the problem is that movie's so artsy that it's gonna be on Hulu in a month.
Yeah.
Renfield might be too, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I saw an anime movie this week, and I saw this trailer, and I was like, JJ needs to see
We're
this.
gonna get fucking banned.
It's the end.
We're gonna get fucking banned.
I had a vision.
So your way.
Anime's weird, man.
I mean, this is one of the most normal anime that there is.
My dad's gonna love the fuck out of this, though. My dad loves fucking random fighting bullshit, and this is like your favorite. Like half of your favorite theme songs come from this anime.
One.
It's like half of them. I'm sure you had a crush on all of them, Maggie. You think anime's real?
Depends on which one you're watching.
Shun is best boy.
Guys,
Oh,
check.
damn. We got a May 12th. I guess we got to review this in Guardians of the Galaxy same day.
All right. Ow.
Oh, now we got to drag Sammy to the movies.
You ain't dragging me to shit.
It's we have to watch. We have to watch it. It's part of Mexican culture.
Yeah.
He made that argument. I'll allow it.
All right, guys. No possible way this shit doesn't suck.
Well, it's weird because it has like
Saint Seiya hasn't had the best track record.
I know, but it's
It
just
definitely looks like they
stateside.
put money into it at least.
Yeah.
no, but it has like 2 stars from 2003. Has Sean Bean and fucking
Grey.
Jean Grey. So
Sean Bean just says yes. I'm pretty sure he just says yes because he was in both Silent Hills.
And he didn't die.
sure, sure. Sammy needs to see and review. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Oh yeah, I actually wanted to watch that one too. I'm not gonna lie.
What is that?
It's a book.
Yeah.
It's a book or a movie?
It's a book that got made into a movie.
Oh, I don't do books.
What about books that were made into movies?
I watched The Fault in Our Stars and I cried.
I mean, yeah, that's what it's supposed to do.
You'll
But
cry in this one too.
what is your favorite movie that's based on a book?
Ender's Game.
Really?
No, that shit fucking sucked. No, that was my favorite book that got turned into a movie, and the movie was ass. You know why? Because of Harrison Ford's bitch ass.
I was about to say, is that the last book you ever read?
For pleasure, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Not sure actually.
And he ended up being a racist, so fuck Orson Scott Card.
I mean, yeah, he's a sci-fi writer.
Yeah, no, but yeah, but that's why I don't trust novels. I read literary journals and Wikipedia articles.
That's not. At least half of that is not something.
That's enough.
Yeah.
You're not even credible, Maggie. You literally carry around pictures of K-pop stars.
Checkmate.
Questionable if they're real or not. They might be AI. You don't know.
All right, guys, join us Thursday at 7 o'clock. We'll be having our draft preview, our draft show. We're going to probably stop at around the time the Raiders pick, and in between we'll be talking about the NBA playoffs. But thanks for coming out and seeing our 2 reviews. Say bye, everybody.
Bye everybody.
Wish for my health. I'm just not feeling good. Nope. You almost got it. No.
It's because he just saw Mando.